Stay Tuned Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of two possibly intoxicated idiots watching the National Football League.
Everybody to Stay Tuned Sports. Happy Halloween here on October 31st as we get ourselves a game between the Houston Texans, or as I even put in the description, the Boo-uston Texans. Ooh, spooky! Versus the New York Jets here on Thursday Night Football. Jimbo, how's your Halloween?
All right so far, and I see that you are already starting off with the bad jokes.
Bad? What do you mean? Those are top notch. That's top quality. I'm giving you quality. I'm giving you gold here, man. Come on. So here we go. We have the Texans. We have the Jets. Here's the thing. I think this is a lot more. Uh-oh. The spirits. They're taking over. I think this game has a chance to be a lot closer than what it is because, again, as we talked before, the Texans 6-2, but they don't feel like a 6-2 team, and the Jets are 2-6, but they're very much a 2-6 team the way they played. But can they turn it around? Probably not, but I still think it'll be closer than what it can be. Again, the Texans almost lost to Anthony Richardson last week. And that's a guy who had to come out of the game because he was lit tired. I'm so tired. I was just running a couple plays, and now I'm lit tired. I have to come out, please. Oh, just give me a little. Do we have any spritz? Do we have any nice Perrier water here? Just something. I need a little something. I'm really tired. And I know, listen, I know it's fun. Everybody's making fun of Anthony Richardson right now because of the whole thing and whatever and blah, 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 blah. But, that's still wild to me that actually happened, and he has been benched, so he will not be continuing to play football this season, as it looks like they have passed it over to Joe Flacco. But man, I still can't believe that happened.
Well, the tapping out part, I would have been okay with it up until he said, "Yeah, I was tired." Keep that shit to yourself.
That seems to be the consensus of what everybody says. It's like, listen, even if that is how you felt and you were just like, man, I am winded, I am tired, you come up with something.
Yeah.
You say anything else. Hey, I had my hip started to hurt, or it felt like maybe there was something wrong with a rib, or you lie. Listen, at some point you lie. At some point you got just it's better to lie than to say that shit, Yeah. And that was by far one of the worst and that's the thing. I think once that happened, the two things. Once he tapped out, you're sitting there like, what is going on? What did he just do? Yeah. And then in the press conference afterwards to say that, I think his career is done. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, I think it's just the season's done." I think his career is done as a starter. Anyway, he might be a backup somewhere. He might be able to find a second life as a Jameis Winston kind of thing.
Yeah.
But as far as a team wanting to put their entire franchise in the hands of somebody who does that, that's not going to happen.
I'm not going to rag on him or anything, but actually tonight when I was on X, I was just seeing what's all going on and stuff like that. And I did read, or I did see one of the videos, press conference after practice, whatever it was. One of the starting linebackers for the Colts was talking about how he gave some advice to Richardson where his rookie season, he kind of did the same thing in a way, not necessarily told the media that, but didn't really commit to the practicing, didn't really go 100%. and lost his job. And it took him 4 years to get back to a starting role. So, I mean, he could get a starting role, but he has to decide, do I want to play football, or like, do I want to put the 100% in, or do I just want to half-ass it? Because if you half-ass it, you're going to be a Tim Couch, Jamarcus Russell, name them all.
I'll tell you this. He's got a long way to go. But if I'm the Colts too, because here's the thing: if Flacco's in that game last week, they win that game.
Yes.
If they start Flacco, they beat the Texans. So you have to look and that's such a big game. It's a divisional game. You could have split the series with the Texans 1-1, and then you're right back. I mean, you're right there, tied with them for the division. That was such a big game last week, and I think that's like that. It's the tapping out. It's the saying I'm tired, and it's doing it in such a huge divisional game. I don't think there's a path back for that.
The only other downer for him is it wasn't like he was playing like a CJ Stroud.
No.
Daniels, like he has. I totally agree with you. He has a long way to go.
Well, and he came out too, and he said, I'm more of a Lamar kind of quarterback. I like to run more and everything like that, more than the passing stats, because his passing stats have been shit. But it's like, I don't ever remember seeing Lamar tap himself out. I never saw it. And that man runs all over the goddamn field. I've never seen him. People have accused him of being too much of a running quarterback.
Yeah.
And here we go. We have the dynamic kickoff here. It's going to be taken by the Texans, and they're going to run it all the way up to the 35-yard line. They will get the possession first here in the first half. And here comes CJ Stroud onto the field as we get ready for this Thursday night Halloween matchup, and we already have a penalty.
Off to the races.
Penalty number 1, baby. We got a holding on the Texans. Going to move them all the way back, but we're already there. Where's my flag number? There we go. Not Taylor. I don't need a Taylor number yet. That's on Monday when we have the Chiefs and the Buccaneers right here on State 2 Sports, which we'll cover. And everybody will get their favorite Taylor counter will be back up there. So
since we didn't have a show yesterday, let's do our picks real quick before the game gets into it.
Texans.
Okay.
Texans.
Jets by 50.
Please.
I'm going.
Don't say that. People are gonna hold you to it.
Yeah.
First and 10. CJ Stroud passes over the middle towards Stover. Sorry, Stoner. I'm sorry. I my mind is elsewhere right now. But Stover drops the pass over the middle, and that'll be 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Texans. Oh, we got a shitty bot in the chat. God damn it. Where's the ELS when you need them? By the way, hi, Crafty Southpaw, Pecan in the chat hanging out with us, guys. Good to see us. Pecan says, congratulations to the Dodgers. Fuck the Dodgers. I don't care. I'm a salty Yankees fan. So now from the 16-yard line. Ooh, somebody moved early. Yeah, there's flags all over the place. Is this place standing? Is it not? Was it offsides? Was it not? What the hell just happened there?
Surprised they let that play go.
Everybody stopped playing, and the rest apparently didn't blow the whistle dead. So it looked like it might have been encroachment there on the Jets, but did a Texans player move? Yeah, it was a little bit of a lean. I don't know. I don't know if the officials will call that. Nope, it is encroachment on the Jetropolitans. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's 2nd down and 5 coming up here now. And you know what, Jimbo? I got to say this. I think we're getting better, and I think we're getting more into the rhythm, and maybe some more people watching us because we're getting bots now.
Yeah,
we got ourselves a bot.
We're up to like the AAA leagues.
Yeah, we're not in rookie ball anymore. Here we go. 2nd down and 5. Pass attempt incomplete. 3rd down coming here. Jets wearing their all black on this spooky Halloween. At the MetLife graveyard where ACLs go to die. Oh, we got all these. Okay, yes, we're jumping in there. Hold on. See, this is why I gave ELS the mod powers, but he's not here right now, so I don't know what's going on with ELS. But
I mean, I deleted the 2 messages, but
I'm gonna have to jump in there and. Oh, you got him? Okay, you got him. Good.
Yeah.
So here we go. 3rd and 5. CJ Stroud over the middle. It's going to be cut.
Nice.
And a first down up at the 35-yard line.
I will say
the
this, how
Texans.
funny
Tank
will
Dell
be
with the reception. What's up?
if the how funny would it be though if the Jets pull out a win here, all because of what was it, cayenne pepper and water?
Oh yeah, from Thomas Morstead. Yeah, Thomas Morstead
Yeah.
with the a little bit of the wake up juice there for Aaron Rodgers. You get a little bit of that cayenne. Put a little nutmeg in there. You know if you ingest too much nutmeg, like you apparently trip balls. I had no idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, nutmeg is like it's like a psychoactive fucking drug. No, never knew that. So here we go. 1st and 10. CJ Stroud takes a snap. He's back. He's rolling out to his right. Cannot find anybody open. Throws all the way down the field to the official who was down there. That's about it. That's the closest person to that ball. So incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here. All right. As I have cider today in my spooky glass with a nice skull on it. Woo! Don't get me wrong, I enjoy Halloween. I really do. So 2nd and 10, CJ Stroud throws across the field. That is going to be cut by Schultz. I know nothing. But he knows how to catch a ball. But it is still 3rd down coming up here for the Texans.
And there's our buddy.
ELS! Dude, we have some spooky Thursday night football. Because it does involve the Jets. And watching the Jets sometimes can be pretty fucking scary. So here we go. 3rd and 4. CJ Stroud in shotgun. Trips over to his right. Man in motion. Takes a snap. Rolls over to his right.
Whoa, boy.
Escapes a bit of pressure. Throws incomplete. 4th down. Jets defense is able to hold. And the Texans are going to have to punt. Pecan and Jet says, Nutmeg and Jaeger, better hold on. I'm sure, like, Jägermeister has, 56 herbs and spices in it? I know it's got, star anise and some of the other stuff. It's got star anise in it. It's very good. I wonder if it has nutmeg in it. That would be it feels like it should.
Yeah.
But now I kind of want to make my drink, but get that little, nutmeg scraper and do, the little nutmeg on top. It's a nice little Christmas eggnog treat or something. Be real nice. Punt is away here for the Texans. Going to be fair court at the 11-yard line for the Jets, and that is where Aaron Rodgers and the Jets wearing their all-black uniforms here on Halloween Spooky Day. Will take. I actually like them. They're not bad compared to the other black ones they had. Those are actually pretty good.
And I actually saw too. I don't know if you saw this for the Army Air Force game this weekend. Army's wearing their bones and skull.
Skull and bones.
Skull and bones. Yeah, that they look pretty cool looking.
I'm sure it has something to do with one of their military, one of the divisions or some shit like that.
Yeah.
As they usually do. Because when you say Skull and Bones, that could be like the Skull and Bones Society from Yale, and that's super secret. Remember, there was a movie about that in the 90s. What was it? I think The Skulls or something. Didn't have one of the... Yeah, I think I had one of the Dawson's Creek assholes in it. And it was it was about that. It was about that kind of, the secret societies. The Freemasons. All right, but anyway, wait, what's that?
Oh, good. I also have the Flyers game on too.
Oh, you got what are the? Hey, Devils 6-0 last night in Vancouver against the Cougs. Let's go, Devils, baby.
So I guess they're gonna be done for 2-3 games of offense.
Maybe we'll see. Our goaltender had a shutout, so that means someone's gonna put 6 or 7 up on us next game. I mean, that's Devils hockey, baby. That's Devils hockey. Oh, we played well for a game. All right, time to give up 6 goals. Next one. That's fine. That's great. That's fine. But yes, no, thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports again. My name is King. That is your good friend Jimbo right over there. We do this for every single primetime game here on Stay Tuned Sports, whether it is me and Jimbo, whether it's just me, no matter which way it goes. We are always going to bring you the primetime NFL games here on Stay Tuned Sports. So again, thank you once again for joining us. If you like what you're watching, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. The like buttons obviously help us with the YouTube algorithm. It's a big, big help. Share us around to everybody you know, friends, family, people you know, people you love, people you hate, perfect strangers, doesn't matter. More eyeballs you get on us, the better, and we appreciate every single one of you that go ahead and like and share us. And of course, as always, please, if you are watching and are not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Helps us out tremendously, gets us closer to our goal of 200, and gets us even closer to hopefully one day being monetized. As we got another bot in the chat. Oh God, love it. See, this is why you can't just delete the message. You got to ban them.
Yeah.
ELS, do our light work. Ban this motherfucker. Ban the bots. So Aaron Rodgers back on 1st and 10, throws way the hell over Devontae Adams' head.
What was that?
Don't know where the fuck he was doing that one. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the New York Jets.
And he had him too. He had a
pretty good step. If he hit him, it was pretty good. And Aaron Rodgers are pretty good at that. But you saw he kind of had a weird release on that throw. You know, ELS with the bananator, with the ban hammer. Thank you so much, ELS.
ELS is our big Dom.
That's our guy in there. That's our guy. He's our security. And don't say Big Dom. That's like almost insulting to him. Don't do that. Don't do that. Second down and 10, dropped by Breece Hall. He would have gotten only about 3 yards anyway, but incomplete now. 3rd and 10 for the Jets. And I don't have the volume on, but I can hear the booing from MetLife Stadium all the way here in Bayonne. Roughly 20 miles away.
Just right off his chest.
Same old Jets with the paper bag. Yep. Yeah, Saints fans ain't the only one with the paper bags right now. As the Jets, the Jets are the Jets. ELS is our hitman, absolutely. He's 100% our Sammy the Bull Gravano in there. And Aaron Rodgers is going to get sacked back at the 1 yard line. So
how long before Aaron yells up the line?
He should. The line sucks.
Yeah.
The Jets' offensive line is. We already see people with the surrender cobra and hands and faces here at MetLife. My great goodness. Boy, yeah, they went right through that Jets line like it was Swiss cheese. It's honestly a simple stunt.
Yeah.
Just a simple stunt, and it got right through. So now the Jets having to punt from their own 1 yard line back of the end zone. Not a lot of space. And the kick does get away. We'll see where this ends up. Whoa, this might go out near the 50. So the Texans are going to get the ball back almost where they had it when they had to punt it. So it's really almost no loss on the play for the Texans.
Yeah. It seems like the Texans have the block numbers that you love.
No, I hate
the
those
jerseys.
I hate those numbers so badly. I hate their numbers. They're so bad. The new Texans uniforms are so terrible compared to the other ones. And I understand like you wanted to update it and do something. That's fine. But doing it that way is so bad. There's definitely flags there. That was definitely early movement on the Texans. And that'll be coming back 5 yards. See, that's that's a flag I don't mind seeing. When I'm sitting here watching it and I'm like, yeah, no, he moved early. Like, yeah, you got to throw the flag. Yeah, it's...
Someone must have yelled out weed and, Tunsil just ran to it.
Listen, my brother, like Pat McAfee said, that brother could go ahead and he had the gas mask bong on, sucked that thing down, and didn't cough. My man's got the lung power and capacity of a Olympic diver. Like, come on. Like, if anything, that puts him higher up on my board. So 1st and 15 now is going to be handoff here, and a gain of only about 2 yards, maybe there, for the Texans, mixing on the carry. In the chat, we have ELS talking to Pecan and Pecan as well. Pecan, big Saints fan. ELS letting him know that he picked the Saints to win this week over the Carolina Panthers. I did as well. Just a little peek into our Friday forecast tomorrow. I did pick the Saints. But it was close. If there's a game that the Panthers can win, it's against the Saints. No offense, Pecan, but... So, 2nd and 13 now, and it's going to be a sack. Reed with the pressure and takes down CJ Stroud, and it's going to be 3rd and a very long way coming up here for the Houston Texans. So
I do a play-action play.
So neither team really pushing the ball here.
Yeah. But, like, this is what we said about Houston. Like, they're 6-2, but this seems like a 3-3 team.
They really don't look it.
And then, Jets are just the Jets.
We'll see. So both teams have a sack now. 3rd and 21. 3rd and the turnpike here. Stroud throws over the middle and, almost intercepted. Wow. That was going to be short and hitting the ground anyway. But that was almost picked off. And it's going to be 4th and 21, a punt from the Texans, and the Jets are going to get it back for their 3 and out. You didn't laugh at that. That was funny. You can't laugh at it now. Now laughing at it seems like you're pandering. Now it's the moment's past, Jimbo. The moment's past.
I was trying to see what Stroud saw there, and the safety was right there the whole time. Why would you even? Just take
no idea. No idea. But here we go, and the ref stopped the play for some reason.
Probably a flag.
No flag.
It's been like 2-3 minutes since the last flag.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh boy,
that was close.
He got off.
But the kick is away. It's gonna. But do we have a flag down? Is it going to be running into the one they didn't call against the Giants that could have helped them? It looks like they're going to go that way. So I'm not switching the possession arrow yet. And they're going to call roughing the kicker. So 15 yards, first down.
I was going to say, refresh my memory. Do we still have the 5-yarder, or is it always 15?
I still think they have running into, but this is rough. They're going to call that roughing. Although that looked more like running into, but...
Oh, man. Watch that ankle. Oh, so at least that was... Oh, might be more of the knee.
They're going to say the helmet hit the knee. It looks like the helmet did hit the knee a bit.
Yeah.
But again, that's the call that the Giants should have had on Monday night and didn't get on that punt return, which again would have helped. The Giants would have won the game, I think, at that point. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So here we go, 1st and 10 now again for the Texans as they have it at the Jets 49. Joe Mixon's going to bring it up to about the 46 for a gain of 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Texans. As the Texans medical staff is on the sidelines taking a look there at Tommy Townsend. ELS with the band hammer. Again, that's why we got you, buddy. That's why we love you. Not only you give us stats, but you bury these motherfuckers right in the Meadowlands.
You're going to have to make up a band account counter for
Yeah,
ELS.
yeah, I'm going to have to put that up here just for ELS. Mixon, right up the middle. He's going to get just short of the first down.
Come on, man.
About half a yard, a couple inches. It's going to be 3rd and inches. 9:19, sorry. Here in the third quarter. 3rd down it is. It's the first quarter. Jesus Christ.
I was going to say, that's a pretty damn quick game.
It's, I don't know. It depends on how long they run. If they run a lot, this game could go quickly, which would be fine. It feels like a mercy at this point. Oh, but we do have a New York Jetropolitan down here, an injury timeout. ELS, is it bad with my tires are over 500 degrees? I'm not sure what that means. Your tires on your car are over 500 degrees? I almost feel like it would melt at that point.
I was gonna say your car might be on fire. You
It
wanna
might
check
literally be on fire. You might want to check it.
It may have begun already. It might have been like an instant inferno.
I was going to say, you might have had some spontaneous combustion. Your car might be cinders. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not good. And King, who does not drive, will tell you probably it's not good.
Listen, I have seen this was back 24 years ago. Now it was. I was watching the Devils versus Penguins Eastern Conference Finals at my sister's place, and my other sister came over to watch the game. And she had a real beat up Jeep at the time, and we're looking out the window, and we're like, "Your Jeep all right? It looks like it's kind of smoking." And she's like, "Oh, it does that. It does that. It's a beat up piece of shit. It's fine." We're like, "All right." And we knew it was a beat up piece of shit, so we're like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, it does smoke. We do see it like that, so it's fine." So we're starting to watch the game, and next thing you know, we hear fucking fire engines coming down from all over the place. And we're like, is that your car? And she's like, no, it can't be. And we look out the window. Sure enough, boom, her car completely engulfed in flames. Is just on fire. The whole thing. And we're just like, oh, God. And she's like, I just bought that new radio. Remember when you had a new car back then, you would get like the new radio? You get the radio deck or whatever, and it had the piece that you could take off and take with you, so you prevented radio theft. So you take the radio face with you, and it had the whole CD player, and it had the cool display, and the do-do-do-do. That's what she was worried about. To be fair, that was probably the most expensive thing on that car, including the car. Yeah. But... Oh, ELS is doing... Oh, so this is really a question for you, Jimbo, because you do the racing games. He says he's doing a racing game, and his tires are over 547 degrees, and his engine is running at over 1,042 degrees.
Depending on what you're driving, because I usually just play with I drive like the NASCARs, the trucks, all that stuff, and the hottest I got the tires was like 270, 280. And
yeah, I don't know what the F1 shit does.
Yeah, so that might be the F1s, but I mean, still kind of sounds hot.
Big run by Mixon as he bounces off tackles, gets all the way down to the 15, gets finally tackled down at the 12-yard line. Massive run on 3rd and inches. He gets more like 25 goddamn yards, and the Texans are in business, baby. As indeed, the ball was spotted just inside the 40-yard line. So he gets, just about 27 yards on that run. Jesus.
How much do you think the Bengals miss him?
A tremendous. And I had this conversation with my father, and I think me and you had this conversation too. We probably would have talked about it on the show if I didn't have the doctor's appointment. But, yeah, I think one of the biggest thing the Bengals missed this year is Joe Mixon and a good running attack. 1st down and 10. It's going to be a handoff here to not Mixon. And it's going to be a loss of 1.5 yards, maybe 2, depending on the spot. I know how I called him not Mixon, but that's just because,
Sorry, I'm just laughing at ELS.
I see he's got the F1, yeah.
He's driving on the rims. Sounds like Wilkes-Barre.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I found my answer. Tires are gone. So here we go, 2nd and 11 now for the Texans, as they say they only lost 1 yard. And Stroud is good. Oh, did he fumble the ball? Yes, he did.
Wow.
Yes, he did, and that is Jets ball. Oh, wow. No. Oh, wow. No. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, and it wasn't even really a bad. He just lost
slipped out
it.
of his hands. He had it. Hurts.
It looked like it was against his offensive lineman, and as he pushed forward against the lineman, it just fell out of his hands. Yeah. Oh no! So the Texans finally able to put together a drive here after the running into the kicker or the roughing the kicker penalty. Gave them new life, got all the way down to the Jets 12, and now a big and Breece Hall fumbles. He's able to recover it. Is this the game? Is this the game? Because I got a lot more cider in there. I might need it. Holy shit! Is this the kind of game we're gonna watch today? Really, Jets and Texans? Really on Halloween? This is what you're going to do to us on the greatest day of the year. This is what you're going to give us. Jesus!
It is Halloween. They're ready to put out some scary football.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween. This is bad football is what this is. Holy shit nuggets.
Oh, yeah, twisted ankle maybe.
Yeah, he's we do have a injured Texan on the field.
It's Will Anderson Jr., I think it is, or a senior?
One of the
He's
superlatives, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But they're gonna go to break here. But we don't have breaks here. That's not what we do here. No, we're just here with you. But I will kind of do a little bit of a commercial break and say, thank you for watching Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. That is your good friend Jimbo right over there. If you like what you're watching, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you click on the drop-down menu and hit all notifications so you know whenever we go live when we do. And, of course, we have a lot of primetime games. You do every single NFL primetime game, plus any Giants and Eagles games that are going on. We will broadcast those. When it comes to the Eagles, if Jimbo's around, if Jimbo decides not to do the game, I'm not watching the fucking Eagles unless it's a good game. Game. You know, like let's say it's a prime matchup. Yeah, sure, I'll do the Eagles. Sure, why not? Sure, I'll do it. But we'll see. I'm looking. I might do a 3-game weekend this weekend. I might. Because there's a couple of good matchups in the 4 o'clock window.
Oh, 4 o'clock? Okay.
I
didn't know if you were going to do the Germany one or not.
Well, that's next week.
Oh, next week? Okay.
That's next week. So that's week 10 with the Giants. And I am, because I have to. I said before the season began, I'll do every Giants game, and sure enough, I will. So, and like I said, at this point, it's fun. It's a thing to come watch me be miserable watching the Giants, and watching somebody else be miserable, I know for some people can be fun. So, like, if you have that kind of masochistic mindset, a little sadism, whatever it might be, if that's your kink, sure, come on. Watch me be miserable and watch the Giants and Panthers and just laugh along with us all. And see how drunk I can get at 9:30 in the morning right here on Stay Tuned Sports. Xavier Malera in the chat says, my school has a game tomorrow night. Well, congratulations. I don't know what school you're in, but I certainly hope that they have a good one. And we'll see. ELS in the chat says, cough, cough, cough. You might want to get that cough checked out, ELS. I don't know about you. Lions versus Packers. It's a 4:25 Eastern time game here. And I think the clocks go back this weekend, right?
Yeah, I think Sunday, actually.
Yeah, so, which I think I said last week, I kind of went off on a bit of a rant and was just like, once we move them back, let's fucking keep them there. So let's stop fucking around with the clocks. Let's stop with this whole daylight saving shit. Just, clocks move, fine, stop. So, 1st down and 10 after the Breece Hall run and fumble. He gets stopped for no gain. 2nd down and 10 coming up here for the Jets. Pecan in the chat, he is extending his challenge to be knocked off of the donation throne. By the way, if you do want to help us out more directly, we do have a link for our donation station down in the description and in the top of the chat. We'll get right back to that in a second, as it's 2nd and 9 for the Jets from the 31. Aaron Rodgers back to throw. Again, nowhere near Devontae Adams. I don't know where he was looking. I don't know where they're supposed to be. But none of that worked. But yes, we do have a donation station link in the top of the chat and in the description below this video. And if you want to be in the ticker, again, on the ticker, we put where our top donator is, who right now is Pecan. He has donated $15. If you want to get your name on the ticker and be the top dog, the leader in the clubhouse, he who sits on the throne, you have to donate a little bit more than $15 in order to get there. But again, any donation we will shout out, because we appreciate every single one of you who want to support this show, and will do so. So thank you very much. 3rd and 9. Aaron Rodgers back. Throws. Deep pass. Incomplete. Intended for Mike Williams. Again, as Lazard is out of the game tonight, they placed him on injured reserve, I believe. So he's going to be out for at least 4 games. I saw that. Actually, my nephew sent me that, so I was unaware of that until later on today. So it's going to be fourth down for the Jets.
Did you see Rams? Starts with the P, the wide receiver.
Puka Nacua?
There we go. He left practice today, or injured.
How injured?
It just said he left practice, and that was from Adam Schefter.
Okay. Oh, fumbled out of bounds on the kickoff, but that's going to be down at about as Thomas Morstead running down there, happy about his kick. Has a little bit of that cayenne pepper and water flavoring, as you can tell, as he seems to be the only Jet that's playing worth a goddamn. Pecan in the chat says that looks like 2-0-18. Yeah, it's bad. This game is so far very bad.
Yes.
This game is very bad. And I've watched the Giants all year, and this game is bad. At least the Giants-Steelers game had scoring in it. There was a couple of field goals. They were going up and down the field, just couldn't quite get in the end zone. And when they did, there was a penalty or something else happened, and they got it called back or whatever. Like, especially that, like, the fact they called back that Giants touchdown on an illegal shift when there was no illegal shift. Again. Giants should have won that game. Anyway. So here we go. We're going to have 1st and 10 for the Texans. Let me switch over the possession arrow. That would probably be a good idea as we see this. 1st and 10 for the Texans. Again, this is from the 13-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Mixon. He's going to get it all the way up to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 3 coming up here for the Texans.
Going back to that 3rd down with the Jets, it just seems like Aaron Rodgers and Adams still doesn't have their timing down, which is very surprising. It's been 2 weeks now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them. I honestly don't know what's wrong with them. And I don't think anybody does. Like I said, the Jets were expected to be a lot better than this.
Yeah.
So here we go. Another handoff. Mixon's going to break it down. Gets tripped up a little bit. Keeps his balance enough to get all the way past the 35.
And there's a flag.
And we have a flag down, though. So let's see how far that comes back as we see Reed here for the Jets down. Where there is a penalty against the Texans. Holding on the tight end, Stoner.
We got Stoner here.
We got Dotson here. Well, you have Dotson, but...
Yeah. Worst trade we ever did.
Is it really? Well,
he hasn't done anything.
He wasn't ever going to. You guys have so many weapons. He's like a wide receiver 4.
He was supposed to be our 3rd receiver, and he hasn't done anything. That's a flop and a half.
You're weird.
Yes, I am.
You're a weirdo. Anyway, so we're going to have a 1st and 10 coming up here for the Texans as they're trying to get anything going here. Again, after the hold. I'm sorry, it wasn't 1st and 10 because I forgot about the penalty. So, I'm dumb. Talk about weird. So here we go. It's going to be 2nd and 11 here for the Texans from the 12 now after the holding call. CJ Stroud in shotgun takes a snap back, looking to throw, and he's going to get sacked.
Got his head ripped off. Kind of looked like the Matthew Stafford situation there with the Rams.
Huh?
The Rams and the missed face mask.
Yeah, you got the wrong quarterback and the wrong team.
Yeah, I got underneath. Okay, it just looked like his head was getting ripped.
But you had the wrong team. And the wrong quarterback.
I know.
It was Sam Darnold and the Vikings. That's who had his.
Why I was thinking the Lions and the Rams for some reason. I don't know why.
Could you drink too much Jameson, Jimbo? That's why. I blame the Jimbo. So anyway, 3rd and 15. It's going to be a screen out here to Tank Dell, and it's going to get to the 17-yard line about. But that's all it's going to be. So it will be 4th down for the Texans, and they will have to punt. This is game. I'm glad that I started drinking early. Yeah. I said, fuck that rule about not drinking at all. Yeah, I'm drinking it now. Yeah. This is going to be one. This is going to be one, Jimbo. I think this one might be one where you're happy where you leave at halftime. This one might be a good one where you leave at halftime. It's just like, you
It
know what?
feels like this game is going to be Notre Dame's still going to have more points in MetLife Stadium.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, was it? The Giants have one touchdown there this season so far, and I don't think it was I don't even think it was an offensive touchdown.
Yeah.
The Jets have one touchdown in MetLife Stadium, and Notre Dame had 7 in the game that we went to this past Saturday.
Yeah.
So, shit, Navy had 2. Navy has more.
Yeah.
Navy has more than the Giants or Jets. Navy has as much as the Giants and Jets combined at MetLife Stadium. ELS in the chat, again, always with the information. Thank you so much, ELS. Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua, who injured his knee in practice today and was not able to do his regular media availability, should be okay. It's not considered to be a major injury. So there we go. That's precautionary, probably why they took him off, which is fine.
Yeah.
You want to be very precautious when it comes to Puka. We just got him back. You know what I mean? You know, and watching him in that Vikings game last Thursday, like he looked good.
Yeah.
Look good. Big on the yak.
I do like Cooper Kupp's reasoning for his long hair. He's going for the Undertaker look.
Oh, is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Well, is that why he didn't catch a lot of balls last week and kind of looked not as good as Puka? And it's like Cooper didn't look that great. And on one of the big plays, you know, he stepped out of bounds instead of staying inbounds, which would have helped milk the clock, which then gave the Vikings a chance to get back into the game, which then led obviously to the face mask and all the other shit, and then the controversy there. But if he would have just kept his ass in bounds, wouldn't even have to come to that. Just saying. So, but now that when you look at the NFC West, and I think we discussed this a little bit too. You're not getting rid of Cooper Kupp now. Now you're not trading him.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's obvious they look like a different team with both those guys on there compared to when they were both out.
Some people are saying like they might be like the best playing team in the NFC West right now.
Yeah.
And they might be. They might have the most talent. Like I said, once they get some of their people back, we'll see. We got to see what the Niners do. Here's the thing about the Cardinals, and this is what I'll give them. Are they playing gangbusters? Are they playing super fantastic football? No. But they're doing what other teams like the Giants and who was it? There was somebody else I was thinking about. Now I can't remember. But like they're finding ways to win games instead of lose them.
Yeah.
And to me, like, it doesn't matter how well you look when you're winning the game. If you win, you win. First down and 10, Breece Hall is going to get the carry. He's going to get about 7.5 to 8 yards on that first carry. Second down and about 3 coming up here for the Jets. As, again, they try to get something going here. As I got to go ahead and move the possession arrow back over there to the Jets pumpkin. ELS up to 4. Good job, ELS. Thank you very much for keeping an eye out on the body bots. 2nd and 2, actually, coming up here for the Jets. It's going to be a pitch back to Breece Hall again, and he's going to turn on the field, gets to the 50, gets down to the Texans, 45, and a first down for the black-clad Jets.
And held on to the ball. I was waiting for that thing to pop out.
After that first carry, you're like, woo!
Yeah.
I'm worried. The way the ball's been popping out in this game, it's kind of a bit of a slick pig, as they say. So we'll see. But the Jets actually get a first down, so there's something. There's a thing. It happened. Something happened. There's a positive. ELS, we've had more people get banned than the Jets and Texans have first downs. Yeah. No, that's not great. And again, they go to Breece Hall apparently one too many times as he's going to take about a 2 to 3 yard loss on that carry. So second down and more than 10 as we approach 2:15, 2:14, 2:13 here in the first quarter. If you're watching along with us and thinking along, thank you so very much. My name is King. That is Jimbo right over there, and we are Stay Tuned Sports watching Thursday Night Football. On this spooktacular Halloween, I certainly hope everybody had a great Halloween. You got all the candy you wanted. I hope you're not diabetic. That would suck. But hey, we all have our cross to bear. Anyway, 2nd and 12. Rodgers back to throw. It's going to be complete for about a gain of 4 yards to Devontae Adams. So at least he got it to Devontae this time. It got there.
Yeah. You got to start somewhere.
Progress. Progress has been made. So 3rd and 7 now. So it was about a 5-yard gain. 1:20 left here in the first. Rodgers in shotgun. Play clock at 6, at 5, at 4. He takes the snap, throws quickly out to Sauce Gardner, who gets the first down by a yard, and the Jets have 2 first downs in a row. Holy shit.
I have to fact check you there. That was not Sauce Gardner. That was Wilson.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know where the hell my brain is at. Yeah, Sauce Gardner's on the defense. What is wrong with me?
I mean, I could see Sauce Gardner maybe doing 2 or 3 offensive plays.
He might someday. Yeah, he might. You know who's going to end up doing that? And he's going to be very good at it, whoever drafts him?
Hunter.
Travis Hunter, baby. That guy's going to be something. Hand off to Breece Hall, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and no further. 2nd down coming up for the Jets, and that appears that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. So the Jets driving now. They are in Texans territory. Oh, we have a flag.
That's kind of seemed late.
A little bit. What is this?
Face mask.
Personal foul face mask on the Texans. Somebody called down with that one. Because I didn't see a flag anywhere on the field. Or any marker for it.
And the Jets were already in huddle, too.
So that feels like that might have been someone upstairs, which they're not supposed to do. But maybe they're taking it upon themselves after the last couple calls, the last couple games. With the Giants and with the Vikings and the Rams, and they're like, no more of this missed face mask shit. You miss a face mask, and or you put a face mask on the wrong team, where the team who got face mask, you give the face mask penalty to. Maybe don't do that. Maybe you can call down and change that. So, but the clock runs again, so it was indeed still the last play of the first quarter, as we're going to jump over to the second quarter, as now the Jets are even deeper into Texans territory. Gee, a giant spider on the screen. Thanks a lot, guys. Not like nobody has arachnophobia or anything.
I was waiting to see your reaction.
That's fantastic. It's gotten a lot better since I've been with my wife, because she is deathly afraid of spiders too. So now I have to be the spider killer. So as much as I was always like I freaked out when it came to spiders, like I've overcome some of that because I've had to. Because I have to be the man. I have to go. Stand back, little lady. I'll kill this spider for you, my hero. No problem. Like that. So. Yeah. As a matter of fact, she had a little jumping spider in her car the other day, and she was a mess. She's freaking out, and she showed me a picture of it, and I was just saying, "Oh, look at that cute little guy. He's a cute little jumper. He's a cute little jumper guy." And I was like, if me from 15 years ago would have said that, he wouldn't know what the hell was wrong with me. He's like, "It's a spider. Oh my God, go away from me." Now I'm like, "Oh, he's a cute little jumpy boy. Look at him. He's fine." She's like freaking out. She's racing to work, so she apparently got to work. She didn't even pull into a parking spot. She did a duck and roll out of the car. She immediately hit the parking brake. She's like, open the door.
It's just rolling.
She just death rolled. Apparently, one of the girls that she worked with came out. She took the spider in a cup and put it out there because she was like, she doesn't like to kill things. So she went, I'll take it. Don't worry about it. Just leave him there. But yeah, she wanted nothing to do with that son of a bitch. She was like, he was in my car. I saw a web by the door. That son of a bitch. And I was like, oh, he's a little jumpy boy. He was crawling right at me. He's going to attack. Well, you threw a water ball at him. He's probably going to, hey, listen.
So since we have a break here, I owe 2 hot wings from the about a month ago.
You owe,
Right,
yeah.
last time
I think
was
you
on.
owe more, but I'll let it go with the 2. I'll let it go with the 2 because you guys have played better. Plus, you beat the Giants, so whatever.
Yeah. Plus, I still got the belt here, so I will
The
do
fake
one of my
belt,
wings.
the phony belt.
The OG.
I forgot to bring the belt for the Notre Dame game, so it's still here, damn. Here's the thing. I'm very glad I didn't come up with the same thing for the Giants. But to be fair, Daniel Jones hasn't thrown too many interceptions or picks or had too many turnovers. You know what I mean? I think he's had 4 interceptions and 1 fumble. That's not. I mean, compared to Jalen Hurts or Patrick Mahomes, even at this point, that's not bad.
I do gotta get different hot sauces. I think maybe this Eagles game, I'll break out the actual hot sauces.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, no, really punish yourself. So 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. The Jets have it after the face mask penalty. It's going to be a pitch out here. And taken down to the 10, down to the 5. That's going to be a touchdown! New York Jets. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a touchdown. Is there a flag? No flag. I see no flag.
Oh, I want to see that replay. Did he drop that ball too early?
I don't think so.
That was close. Five Nights at Freddy, I guess that guy was.
Who was that? Crosley? I can't even tell the name. I don't have my roster. Oh, let's see. Oh, he might have. Oh, my God, he might have. Oh, no. Oh, no. This would be such a Jets thing.
That's out. Yeah, that's not a touchdown.
No, I think it might have just crossed. For he needs possession when it crosses.
He has no possession.
We need the pylon cam. Show us the pylon cam. Because this isn't going to show us. That doesn't show us. That doesn't show us. And the other side is blocked, so we can't see it. Show us the pylon cam. Hold on. That side doesn't show us. Do they not have pylon cams anymore? That doesn't... Yeah, there's no pylon cam there. Why do they have pylon cams
That ball's
anymore?
loose.
Yeah, but is it loose before it touches the white line?
I could see them overturning this.
No, there's no clear visual evidence. You need clear visual evidence that ball was dropped before it touched the goal line.
His hand was at his hip.
It doesn't matter. You need to see the ball out of his hand. No, you don't. Because you don't see where it is in relation to the goal line.
They could also piece different angles together.
No, you can't.
Yes.
Not from that angle, you can't.
That angle, you could take that angle and say that ball's out. So
no. Yeah, with that one, it's going to stay stands because there's no clear view.
No, this.
That's going to stand.
Boy.
But still, what is wrong with these fucking people?
That's 2-3 weeks in weeks.
What? Because that was the other week with who is it?
Falcons
their tight end was it Pitts, Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
And it almost got knocked out because he's holding out there like a loaf of bread, and now you have this, and it's like. Oh, Josh the Great there in the chat saying if the Texans lose this game, they will be exposed. Listen, like I said, I am not a huge buyer into the Texans right now. I think their 6-2 record is not indicative of how they've played. And again, they don't feel, and again, I know it's a very subjective thing, but they don't feel like a 6-2 team. But if you're a 6-2 team, you can't lose to the Jets.
Yeah.
Like, this is a lot like the Ravens last week. Like, I know the Ravens, are trying to be the top dog in the AFC and are trying to be the number one team and say, like, we're the best. We have an MVP and we have all that stuff. And granted, it is addition by subtraction by losing Deshaun Watson for the Browns. But you still can't lose to the Browns. You still can't lose to the Browns. So let's see.
All right.
He dropped it before. Rolls out of bounds. That's going to be a touchback. Texans ball 0-0.
Wow. Holy shit.
Like, unbelievable. So let's wipe that score clean. That is not a 6. That is indeed a 0. And the Jets go from being up 6-0 to now the Texans having the ball on the 20-yard. Unbelievable. Such a Jets thing. What an asshole. Wow. What an absolute asshole. Wow. What is so wrong with holding on to the ball? Everybody who's playing football. Holy fucking Christ. Until the play is completely over, until you're on the ground, until you kneel down, until you hand it to the official, hold on to the goddamn fucking ball.
Yeah.
Everybody. I'm not even a Jets fan, but hold on to the fucking ball. It's just not that hard. It's not rocket science. You're not putting a spaceship on the fucking moon. You're carrying a ball over a white painted line. That's all you have to do.
Just one time. Go watch a Barry Sanders touchdown. Watch what he does at the end of touchdown.
2nd and 8. CJ Stroud's going to run. He gains a couple of yards. He's going to be about 4 yards short of the first down. 3rd and about 4 coming up here for the Texans after the massive Jets mistake.
I wonder what Aaron's going to blame for that one.
Listen, if he doesn't blame that kid, there's a problem. That kid deserves every ounce of blame for everything ever, forever. Like, just the dumbest. Like, I'm sorry. You're cut. You're cut. You're gone. Sorry. Cut. Cut. You're cut. Out. Get out. You're done. Cut. Third and 5. CJ Stroud over the middle. Incomplete. And he took a bit of a hit after the throw. John Mechie III was the intended receiver on that play. And we have an injured Texan down. Green, the offensive lineman, is down. Malachi Corley, by the way, was the receiver who dropped that ball before the goal line. I have a feeling we will not see him next week in New York Jets green. Pecans, that sounds like a New York thing, including the Yankees, with Josh the Great talking about how the Dodgers came back from 0-5. And just listen. Listen, to be fair, the Yankees deserve every barb going their way because all year they've had such a problem with just playing the fundamentals of baseball, small ball, knowing how to actually run the bases, knowing how to cover bases, knowing where to throw to. There's been a problem all year for the Yankees. Yeah. And it came to bite them in the ass in the most important game of the year, and they deserve it. They deserve every barb thrown their way, every insult, everything. They deserve it all. On the flip side of that, fuck the Dodgers.
That's sorry, all. But when you're getting paid $345 million, Garrett Cole, you run over to first base. Even if you don't cover it, at least get close. Don't take two steps.
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. And that and listen, everything else fell apart after that. There's a lot of other things you point at and look at, but that was the starting point. Yep. You can't do that. So here we go, 4th and 5. You're going to be a punt here from the Texans, and the kick is away.
Nice kick.
And it's going to be caught at the 18-yard line, and that is where the Jets will take over. Gibson was the returner, got a fair catch there. So the Jets are going to have to try to march all the way down the field again to see if they can score after. For this team to be this way that they've been, and now you have a chance to really get up in a game, and that's how you lose a touch. You can't do that. You can't do that. That kid's not. I hope he doesn't see the field the rest of the game.
The question has to be asked: how can the Jets top that now? Because it's coming.
I don't know. So it's going to be a throw out to Adams for about 2 yards. 2nd down and 8, maybe 7, depending on the spot here from the official. Ooh, cider burp. Sorry about that. Man in motion here for the Jets. Rodgers steps up to the line, calling out protections. He's going to be under center right now. Play clock under 3, 2, 1. Gets the snap off. It's going to be handoff to Hall. Looks like he tripped up a little bit. Only gets about a yard on the dive. So, again, it's going to be 3rd and long for the Jets. 12, 15, 14, 13 remaining here in the second quarter. As we see, I think a Jet fan is sleeping in his costume. Which I might be too if I was at this game. 3rd and 6.
Yeah.
Rodgers in shotgun. Takes the snap. Back. He's looking to throw. He gets rushed. Does escape the pressure. He completes it. And then fumble! And the Texans have it. It is listed as a fumble, and it's going to be run all the way back to the end zone. That's a touchdown, Texans.
I'm saying incomplete.
Nah, yeah, I think he had 2 feet down and made a football move.
But did he have possession, though?
I think he had possession and made a football move. 2 feet down and a football move is possession. Catch. 1, 2. Nah, you're right. That's going to be incomplete. Yeah. That's going to be incomplete.
So speaking of 2 feet, Steelers game. Does 2 right feet
He had
count as 2
no.
feet?
It's 1. No, you have to have your left and right foot. 2 feet doesn't mean you tap your foot twice. What kind of fucking there's fucking morons out there that actually think that's a fucking thing. Oh, what do you mean? He got 2 feet down. It was 1, 2. That's 2 feet there. Fucking idiots. I swear to Christ, the fucking intelligence level of fucking people in this world is hurts more every day to fucking listen to. Like, it really does. It's so fucking stupid. Like, the fact that people were legitimately saying it. Like, I understand if you were saying it as a fucking joke. Yeah. But to sit there and say, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, come on. Come on.
Dropping that ball at the end zone really got you fired up for this game, didn't it?
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's the dumbest shit. All the time. And it's always from the same fucking players that feel like they want to be fucking showboats and they want to be like fucking, I'm going to do something cool. Oh, look at me. It's every fucking time. And it's happened for fucking 30 years. We've seen shit like this happen where they've dropped the ball before they got into the end zone, where they've dropped the ball a yard before, where they've dropped it, and nobody fucking learns.
No.
Nobody learns. Hey, hold on to the goddamn thing. At least until maybe even you're 5 yards into the end zone. Why are you dropping it at the goal line? For what reason? What is the purpose? What point does that prove? What does that do? It doesn't make you look cool. It doesn't look sharp. It doesn't add anything other than give you the opportunity to fuck up massively, which is what just happened again.
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with these motherfuckers? Hold on to the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Oh. And scene. Just the Great in the chat saying that Aaron Rodgers on the burning hot seat. The whole Jets organization is on the hot seat. There's no one safe there. So Pecan says no more nutmeg for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I need the nutmeg to reach that higher dimension and maybe, find the calming answers of why people do that. ELS in the chat says that's why I have the Jets as his 32nd team in the NFL. Too many fucking mistakes. And indeed, they do call it an incomplete pass. So it will be 4th down for the Jets and they will punt. I do have the Jets in my Booty Cheeks 5. I have them there. The Jets and Giants, both of them. Giants are 28, Jets are 29th. And well-deserved. Well-deserved, both of them, to be there. Because, it's shit like that the Jets do, which is... It's why they're the Jets. It's why they're always going to be the Jet. It's why the phrase Jets gonna jet is always going to be a phrase that people use, because the Jets are always going to jet. They're just always going to be that way. And no matter who you bring in, no matter how many Hall of Famers, no matter how many different people you draft, no matter how many times you get a great defense. The Jets have had great defenses before. The New York Sack Exchange, one of the greatest defenses of all time. And what did they get for it in the 80s? Nothing. Nice punt. Jets get it all the way down to the 2-yard line. Thomas Morstead
mess that up.
with that cayenne and water, baby. That cayenne and water working real good. I turned into Megan Thee Stallion there for a second. I apologize for that.
I really thought they were going to mess this up. He just plopped on. I was waiting for the shootout behind him or something into the end zone.
Yeah, Well, you saw the Texan was trying to cause that there. Holman there.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm going to push you. I'm going to push you in there. So the Jets have it down at the 2. I mean, the Texans have it down at the 2, but it's going to be a handoff here to Mixon. He's going to get it up to the 7-yard line. The Saints are indeed in the Booty Cheeks 5 as well there, Pecan. And maybe next break I'll jump over there and we'll take a look at the Booty Cheeks 5, just to give everybody an update of where they are, where we have everybody in our rankings. I always like doing a little bit of a recap of the rankings of the Booty Cheeks and of the regular power rankings to show where we have everybody. 2nd and 5 coming up here. It's going to be another handoff to Mixon, and that's going to be a first down for the Texans as they're able to convert after the ball was kicked all the way down to the 2-yard line. Texans have a first down at about the 12-yard line. Pecan gives a yay for his Saints being in the Booty Cheeks. He was lobbying. Pecan wanted the Saints in the Booty Cheeks 5 so badly. And I can listen. You lose 6 straight games. It's at that point it's hard. And that's why the Jets are there too, because they lost 5 straight. You're the thing is, there's so many bad teams, and we've discussed this too. There's so many bad teams now. Like the Booty Cheeks 5 is getting credit. I think it was ELS or was it Pecan? Somebody in here had mentioned before. It might have to become the Booty Cheeks 10 because there's just so many bad teams right now in the NFL. It's hard to put together. Yeah.
And it's not like the 5th or the 10th team is just about to get into the better half of the league. They're like
everybody in the Booty Cheeks 5 only has a maximum of 2 wins.
Yeah.
At least for me anyway. I think you have 1 3-win team in there. I'll take a look at that. Let's see. 2nd and 7 is going to be another handoff to Mixon and another first down for the Texans as the Texans keep marching down the field here. Mixon, I think, right now, maybe one of the best weapons that the Texans have. And maybe one of the best pickups in the offseason that any team did pick up.
Yeah.
Josh says that his personal Booty Cheeks 5 is the Titans, Raiders, Jaguars, Jets, and Giants. Personally. And this is what I love about the rankings, that everybody's got their own view on it.
Yeah.
That's going to be a pass out to, is that Schultz? Yeah, and he's going to break so many tackles. They had him back behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to turn it into a gain of 8.
Jesus.
So 2nd down and 2 coming up here for the Texans. As the Jets had Schultz dead to rights, 2 players on him. Sauce one of them. Both of them just bounced right off him. And he gets a gain of 8. Unbelievable. Great tackling. Which, by the way, fantastic. When you see how well NFL players tackle, it's good to see that they teach tackling still. It's so great. It's really wonderful. In case you don't know, I'm being sarcastic. So they actually call it 2nd and 3, but that's easy for Mixon, who breaks right through to a big gaping hole and gets to the 44-yard line. But we have, ladies and gentlemen, laundry. And it is against the Texans. They're calling holding on the receiver, Woods.
Stupid.
Had nothing to do with the play. Oh, no, it did. It was right at the hole.
Okay. All right. I'll redact my comment there.
It was like you figure wide receiver. You're like, oh, what is he doing all the way out there? But no, it was a bunch formation. So It was right there. Up to 6 flags now over MetLife.
We're actually up to 7.
No, 6.
5 and 2 if they just showed it. 5 for Houston, 2 for... I'll double check. I'll jump on ESPN real quick.
I've been counting the flags here as normal. But we got a first down here for the Texans. Big play down the field. Is that ooh, did he catch that? Ooh, that's going to be close. I think he dragged, yeah. But it is a first down. Texans now from the Jets 45, and that's going to be run out for after a gain of 3 yards.
Houston has 5 for 50, and Jets have 2 for 20.
Where did we miss a flag then?
I don't know. Probably during our little rant there of dropping the ball before the end zone.
I don't know. Well, there was no flag there.
Yeah, no, but according to ESPN.
Yeah, but ESPN don't know shit.
We're smarter than them.
It's usually we have more flags than they have penalties because I don't take it. I don't do just accepted penalties. But
Yeah.
so 2nd and 6 now for the Texans. CJ Stroud back looking to throw. 6:52 left here in the game. Throws over the middle. Tripped up. As it looked like Sauce Gardner fell, the receiver tripped over Sauce, and they're going to throw a flag on Sauce for tripping Schultz, although he fell not trying. Like, I don't know. That's a weird flag to throw. They're going to go holding on the Jets. How is it holding on the Jets when he fucking fell? He tripped him. He didn't hold him.
Unless there was a guy just going deep. Let's see.
No, they called it on Gardner.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah.
They just wanted to throw a flag.
Yeah.
Because they saw the one guy falling and said, call holding. Like, that's a terrible call. That's a terrible call.
Yeah. That was just a lot of hand fighting going downfield and then... Yeah. Not a good call.
Sauce played good last year, too, Josh. Like, he wasn't quiet last year. He played very good. He was an all-pro last year, so... 4 drives for each team, 3 punts for each team, 1 turnover for each team. And a painful game to watch on Halloween for all of us. Handoff here to Joe Mixon on first down, and it's going to get all the way down to the Jets' 26-yard line, first down.
If I'm Houston, I'm just handing the ball off 50 times.
Yeah, no, screw it. Just hold, like, you have the Bill Parcells mindset at this point. Just hand it over. And another Jet is down. McDonald, number 99 for the Jets. He is not loving it. Josh says, "Don't insult yourself, Josh. No, don't do that. Don't do that, Josh. You're not a casual. Stop that. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good."
And the Flyers win. So today was a good day.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Who'd you play today anyway?
St. Louis Blues.
Oh, the Blues? Oh, damn, I like
Yeah.
the Blues too. Damn. Did you win 6-0?
7-0.
Yeah, sure.
And Michkov had 7 of them.
And ELS just put into the chat, Jimbo Flyers win 2-1 against the Blues. So, you're lying. You're a liar.
ELS, you gotta be on my side. Edit that. 7-1.
So here we are, 6:41 still remaining here in the second quarter. Yeah, we still got time here. Oh boy, do we got time. And I'm trying to see what's the injury here? Someone got his hand stepped on, or what's I don't know.
I think it was at the bottom left corner there, that replay.
Yeah, it looks like he got his hand stepped on.
Yeah.
So might have a broken you might have a broken hand or something. I don't know.
You know who this does not look good for?
Who does this not look good for?
Anthony Richardson. This dude's not tapping out, and he got his hand broke.
Tape it up. Put it in the club. I'll be back out there.
Rub some mud on it.
Rub some tires melted down into pellets on it. No, it looks like it might be something with his legs, not his hand, I guess. I don't know, because he's being helped off the field. But the Texans are indeed driving here. Pecan says that Rodgers needs to hit that sauce without the water. Just wake him up, baby. ELS helping us out with a little update around the NHL, by the way, if we want to do that, and we do, because we're big hockey fans here. Toronto with a 3-0, is I'm guessing it's a win over the Seattle Kraken. Philadelphia 2-1 over the St. Louis Blues, as we see here on 1st and 10. Mixon is actually going to be stopped for a 1-yard loss. That's a very rare occurrence here in this game. 6:18 remaining here in the second quarter. Anaheim 1, Pittsburgh 1. I imagine that game is still ongoing. Montreal has 3, and the Capitals have 5 currently over them, which is fine because fuck Montreal. Carolina 6-2 over the Boston Bruins, and Edmonton with a 3-1 lead over the Nashville Predators, who have not had a great start to the season. Not a lot of good stuff happening in the Nashville sports world outside of the Tennessee Volunteers and maybe Vanderbilt, really, if you think about it. So 2nd and 12. CJ Stroud was all day back there to throw. Now goes to his right. He's going to pull it down, run it himself, and gets a first down because it's the Jets, Jets. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line for the Texans. And, man, what a game to be a Jets fan. By the way, can I just mention this? It is too fucking hot on Halloween.
Yes.
I am sweating my balls. It's 82 fucking degrees out. I'm sweating my balls off. What are we doing?
And then I don't know about you, but Saturday, Sunday here is supposed to be 52 degrees.
Fine. That's what it should be now. What is this bullshit 82-degree nonsense? Fuck off. 1st and 10, and again, Mixon gets stopped. 2-yard loss this time. Although I will say, a warm Halloween means more slutty costumes. So, you know, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. You know.
Yeah.
ELS, it's 32 degrees currently up where he is in Wisconsin. Yeah, but you're in Wisconsin. It's 32 degrees there every day of the year almost. You know. I know, I'm joking, but still. That's why I want to move to Scotland, dude. Like, I hate their communist government and everything like that, but, like, it's like 56 degrees there all year long.
I want to move to Alaska.
Perfect. Me too. I do like Alaska as well.
I love the snow and I love the cold.
Yeah. CJ Stroud getting pressure, throws the ball away at 2nd and 12. It'll now be 3rd and 12. 4:05 here remaining in the second quarter. By the way, is anybody living a better life than Bill Belichick?
Dude, did you see his girlfriend?
Did you see the costume with his 26-year-old girlfriend or whatever? My man is living it. God, I wish. If I'm 70-something years old and that's... Okay, the wife's not listening. That's the life, dude. That's the life. 3rd and 12. CJ Stroud back. Getting pressure again up the middle. Opens up. Throws down the field. Caught! Nice at the 2-yard line. Tank Dell. 1st and goal for the Texans.
Did you see what Fitzmagic said about the picture?
I did not.
He said, "For you middle-aged men, with because of this picture, just remember, your somebody has not been born just yet."
Oh yeah, there used to be back in the day, and I'm sure some people know it. Maybe some people don't. Here in the New York area, there was Opie and Anthony, two of the biggest radio guys, and one of them, I think it was Anthony. Joe Mixon goal scores, touchdown, Texans. 2-yard run.
And that is game.
Yeah, pretty much. I was going to say, pretty much. And I mean, when you think about what the Jets had and had a chance to do, and how they completely cocked it up, and now like this is such Jets.
He went 8 yards into the end zone.
Yeah, he ran around for a little bit, but Pecan in the chat says that's how you hold on to the ball. So here comes the point after attempt. We have the snap, we have the hold, we have the kick. It is up and it is good, and it is the Houston Texans with a 7-0 lead over the New York Jets. Because right now they're playing horrifically.
Yes.
Much like a horror movie. This game is a tank ball. Because they have Tank Dell on it. Do you get it? It's tank ball. Ah! Sorry. You can give that one an FELS. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I do what I want. I still do what I want. I don't care. I'm not here to fucking impress you guys. I don't care. Again, thank you so much for watching us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. That is your good friend Jimbo right over there. If you like what you're watching, please hit that like button. It helps us out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you like what you're watching, I think others will too, and I think they would. You go ahead, you hit that share button. Share us around with your family, with your friends, with people you know, people you love, people you hate, people you don't know, perfect strangers, anybody like that. The more eyes, the better. And again, we thank you so much for doing that and sharing us around. And if you're watching us yet and you have not subscribed, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button and join us as we get closer to our goal of 200 subscribers and get even closer to hopefully getting to the goal of being monetized one day right here on the channel. Also, if you want to help out a little bit more directly, we have links for our donation station and our merch store in the top of the chat. It's pinned up there. You can go check that out right now, as well as in the description below this video. We have those links there as well. The current leader in the clubhouse when it comes to the donation is our boy Pecan, who's in the chat, who has laid down the gauntlet yet again. He's extended the challenge to say that nobody can donate more than $15 to your boys here and get your name on the ticker. You donate more than $15, your name gets the spot on the throne on the ticker there as our top donator. But of course, we will give everybody who donates a shout out no matter what you donate, because again, we super appreciate everybody who tries to and attempts to and actually does support this program. So thank you guys so very much for all of that. Pecan says they scared. They don't want it. They don't want that throne. They don't want it. They're too scared. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, Pecan. It's a responsibility that some people don't want. It's one that people don't want. It's like they're scared or they're broke. I'm gonna go probably in this economy, probably with the broke, and I understand that because, like I said, I think I shorted on air last week. I have $7.15 in my account, so I know broke because I is broke. I am the broke, so I get it.
Here's the thing: don't forget, once your name's up there, it's there forever. It's the internet.
Yeah, no, it's there. You can always go back and be like, that's when I was there. That's when I was doing. And if someone does come and donate more than you and gets their name up there, guess what you can do? You can donate more and get your name right back up there.
Yep.
Nothing stopping you from doing that. Nothing stopping you from doing that. So, dynamic touchback coming up here for the Jetropolitans. And they will take over at the 30-yard line. Not that it matters, if we're going to be honest here, with the way they've played all year. Like, here's the thing. When it comes to the Jets, it's like, sure, can they have a comeback here? Can they do something good here on offense? Sure, they can. But what have they done all year to show that they can do that? Not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot. So here we go. 1st and 10. Rodgers in shotgun takes the snap with 3:20 left here in the first half. Gets it to Devontae Adams, who breaks away, gets a first down, gain of 12 yards. As they will have it at the 42-yard line. Clock is ticking. ELS is we're waiting for the donation battle to get to $1 million. ELS, I will be dead for a very long time before that donation battle ever gets there. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Jets. Handoff to Breece Hall. He looks like he's short of the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 or maybe a 2nd and 11, depending on how it goes, where they decide to spot him.
This channel might be passed down to my son before that happens. Or by the time it happens.
Listen, the sun might explode before we ever get to that point on this channel. If we're going to be honest with each other, if we're just being honest. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. That would be fantastic. Yeah. I would be able to, actually breathe for a second. That would be nice. So we got a pass to Garrett Wilson here, and that's going to be short of the line of scrimmage as well. So it's going to be 3rd and long coming up here for the Jets at the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning here, ladies and gentlemen. In the first half, the Houston Texans 7, the New York Jets nothing. Now let me go over. I want to jump over to the. Let's jump over to the. Yeah. Oh, there's our power rankings. Those are cool. So let's go ahead and we'll knock those down here for a second. Give me a second. And we can just put those away there. And then let's take a look at the Booty Cheeks 5. Let's take a look. Jimbo, your Booty Cheeks was... You had the Patriots at 28, even though they beat the Jets at 2-6. You had the Jaguars at 2-6, up a spot, again at 29. After I think they played maybe their best game of the year, even though they lost. Then you have the Texans at 30, 1-6. I think that's clear. You got the Dolphins at 31. At 2-5 after the last second loss to the Cardinals, and then at 32nd you have the Panthers, and that's clear. I don't think there's any argument there when it comes to your Booty Cheeks. Then we take a look at mine. I got the Giants at 28 at 2-6, the Jets at 29 at 2-6, and I feel like that's not bad. Again, I had a lot of turnover in my Booty Cheeks this week. The Saints at 30, also. New into the Booty Cheeks this week, and the Titans again making their return to the Booty Cheeks as well, down to 31 at 1-6, and the Panthers in last at 1-7. So I think that's pretty accurate. But even as Pecan says in the chat, there is easily 5 more teams that are just that bad, and I agree. Yeah, there really are. Yeah. There's, and I just punched the mic again. God damn it. I think there is a lot of worse. It seems like there's more bad teams this year than I remember in years past.
Yeah, and I mean, like, even look at Kansas City. Yes, they're undefeated, but they're playing shitty. So even like the best team in the NFL is playing shitty.
Yeah, but they're winning, and they're finding ways to win. Kind of like how the Cardinals are starting to do, which is why I'm saying, you can't. I'm not shitting on the Cardinals at all or saying like that, because some people are like, oh, well, they're winning. They're not winning great. They're not doing that good, but they're winning. Oh, Reese's Pieces. Let's go. Don't waste those Reese's.
That's candy corn.
Oh, fuck off then. Never mind. I thought it was Reese's Pieces. Candy corn, you can waste that shit. You can get that shit right. Get that the fuck out of here. What do we? Oh, gross. God. Nothing like earwax to celebrate Halloween. Here we go. 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Jets. Aaron Rodgers in shotgun takes a snap. Is facing a whole ton of pressure, and boy, he never had a shot. You saw that coming a mile away. Yeah, that offensive line was not going to stop the Texans as he takes a sack. And that's going to be another punt for the Jets here. 4th down, 1:52 remaining here in the second quarter. And the Texans are going to take a timeout to try to maintain some time here.
I'll tell you what, if the Jets season keeps going like this all the way to the end, Rodgers not coming. Like, I think Rodgers will retire. He'll be like, you know what? I messed up.
No, because they're gonna blow up the whole team. They're gonna have to redo the whole team, and so it's gonna be: do you want to be here while we redo the whole team, or he's not gonna want to do that. He's not gonna want to do that. Yeah. Quick fact here from ELS in the chat, and I do like his quick little facts. These are cute little things. Interesting fact: no football team has ever shown more Halloween spirit than the 1933 Cleveland Bulldogs. You know why, Jimbo? Because they spent the entire season wearing skeleton-themed uniforms to scare the opponents. Didn't work.
I was going to say, what was their record?
I don't know. No, I'm going to say not good because I've never heard of the Cleveland Bulldogs. I've heard of the Canton Bulldogs. But here we go, 4th and 19. Morstead's going to punt, put a little cayenne spice on that one. And it gets down to the 34-yard line, and that is where the Texans will take over with 1:49 remaining here in the first half. Texans have a 7-0 lead, looking to extend that lead going into halftime, as the Jets will get the second half kickoff.
And I know there's only like like you said, a minute 49 left. I'd still hand it off to Mixon because he's just getting, seems like 15, 20-yard runs.
Oh, yeah.
So as far as live stream games, so we got the Sunday game with the Eagles, right?
Who are the Eagles playing on Sunday?
Jaguars.
What time?
1.
They're playing 1. All right, I don't know. Them or the Jaguars or Giants and Commanders? I don't know. That's either one of them is a great game.
I'd probably be okay calling with Giants Commanders with you.
So here we go, first down, and they do indeed hand it off to Joe Mixon on first down. Gain of about 2 yards. So I don't know. That's something we'll discuss. We'll see if we'll do Giants or Eagles. I don't know. Because again, I mean, Eagles and Jaguars is, I don't know. Could that be good? Could the Jaguars win? Could it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Giants and Commanders. The Giants aren't great shakes, but the Giants have shown they can hang with teams, and the Commanders are. Plus, I don't know. Jaden Daniels might drive numbers. I don't know.
Yeah.
So. But I know there's a couple 4 o'clock games I want to take a look at. So, I know ELS is hinting hard at the Packers-Lions game. I know there's other ones too that I do want to look at. But interesting fact: the Bulldogs were a minor league football team. Oh, okay. Now, all right.
Still cool fact.
Yeah, interesting fact. Interesting way to go. And here we go. Take Dylan. He
shit.
is gone. Oh,
Jesus.
Gets tripped up. But the Texans are indeed in Jets territory, somewhere around the 30s. I couldn't see exactly what yard line he went out at, as they had the camera zoomed in.
Nice little pick play there.
Yeah, it works. If it works, it works.
This is just bad.
It's
football.
getting bad. It's just getting bad. Yeah. Giants Steelers was a lot better than this.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it was great, but it was a lot better and at least more entertaining than this was. So from the 34-yard line pass all the way down the field, some hand checking between receiver and coverer, no flag thrown, incomplete, as it looked like it might have been overthrown. Anyway, 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Texans. When the Cleveland Bulldogs were indeed in the NFL, they were 20-13 between 1924 and 1925, and then they rejoined the league again in 1927 before going down permanently as a minor league team. And that's the thing. There were a lot of semi-pro teams around there that were not too far off of NFL teams in the early years of the league. So 2nd and 10 here now, 37 seconds. CJ Stroud, pocket collapsing. He throws incomplete. 3rd and 10 now coming up here for the Texans. 33 seconds left remaining on the clock. Malachi Corley, Pecan, was that gentleman's name, the guy who dropped the ball in the end zone. He needs to turn his uniform in at halftime. I don't disagree with that.
He should have handed it in by already.
You reenact the Rudy scene, but instead of it, I'm doing this for a player, just be like, yeah, I'm just going to go home. I understand. So 3rd and 10, and CJ Stroud is sick down at the 38-yard line. Listen, you don't get to dance. Oh, no. Oh, no. CJ Stroud is down. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Back-to-back years?
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no. That
Just the wind?
is not what you want to see.
I mean, at
Good
least
old
it
Davis Mills is
seem-
the backup currently for the Texans.
Doesn't seem like a leg thing. Oh, shoulder?
Could be
All the
shoulder.
weight coming on him?
Yeah, I hate when you get all that cum weight on you, you know. All that weight just coming all over you, it's the worst. So CJ walking off the field, gingerly walking off. Yeah, there's a lot of cool defunct NFL franchises. New York Yankees, Brooklyn Dodgers, Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. Obviously, the most famous probably is the Pottsville Maroons. Great story by them, and they really are truly the 1925 NFL champions. I don't care what anybody says. Fuck the Cardinals.
That should have been a penalty on the Jets.
For what?
Stroud went to jump up, and the Jets guy threw his leg at him, hitting him on the
Did
shin.
he know? I didn't see anything that was an intentional throw
could
kick.
tell
Well, here
the
we go.
throw of the
4th and
leg.
14. It's going to be a field goal. We'll get back to it in a second there. Kick, that's no good. That ain't no good. That was no good
Jesus.
moment left off his foot. 22 seconds left. Jets have all 3 timeouts. We'll see if they can go ahead and get in field goal range, at least maybe get a field goal before halftime. Although with Greg Zuerlein as their kicker, probably not.
No, Zerline is on IR. They signed 2 new kickers.
Has Zuerlein the first kicker that's been put on injury reserve just for sucking, or?
Turns out, I guess he's been hurt for a couple weeks, so they finally said, okay, enough's
Well,
enough.
you should have fucking told somebody because, my God, he's fucking terrible. Oh, yeah, the LA Buccaneers, they never played in Los Angeles. They were just called the Los Angeles Buccaneers, but they were basically just a traveling team. They never played a game in Los Angeles. Throw to Devontae Adams. That's going to be caught at the 49-yard line of the Texans, out of bounds. 19 seconds remaining. Yeah, ELS. Here's the problem with some of this stuff too is I am a literal font of useless information. So I know a lot of silly, weird, obscure facts as well. Just ask Jimbo. I've bored him many a day sitting at the bar, just hitting him with the, well, did you know that back in 1917, it used to be illegal for goaltenders to go to the ice to try to stop a puck? That was actually a penalty. He drops the ball. Devontae had it. Dropped it. That would have put him in field goal range. 3rd and 5 now coming up here for the Jets with 15 seconds left. The Tonawanda Cardex Lumberman. That one is actually escaping my knowledge right now. So you might have something with me on that one, ELS.
You got to catch that ball.
You got to catch it. You got to catch that. You have the 3 timeouts. You can throw in the middle of the field. You got to catch that. 3rd and 5, 15 seconds left. Play clock under 5. Rodgers in shotgun. Takes the snap. It is from the 49-yard line. Throws incomplete.
What a waste.
Waste of time. Waste of time. Waste of time. And if I'm I don't know, if I'm the Jets, what do you do? And the Jets, we got little beefy Jim Bro Ron Howard there giving thumbs down.
I know they won't, but who's the Jets' backup quarterback? Maybe try something here.
Tyrod Taylor.
Maybe
But
throw
see,
him
it's
in
not.
there.
I don't even know if it's so much. It's the whole offense. It's such a simplistic offense. They don't it's everything. Listen, everything about this is bad. Everything about the Jets is bad. Everything about everything else is everything they do here is bad. Flag, time ran out on the clock, delay a game, moving back 5 yards. I mean, not that it matters. Up to 9 flags, I think. I don't know. Maybe I missed one. Who knows? ELS says put the backup in.
Put Brucey in there.
Pecan in the chat
time.
says, them Yorkers booing their ass now. That's the spirit. And that punt's going to go in the end zone. Touchback, 4 seconds remaining. And the Texans will probably just kneel on this one to end the half. Ooh, big yawn. Big yawn. This game has elicited yawns. This game has been... Yeah. This might be the worst Thursday night game we've watched all year.
Yeah. And
indeed, just a kneel down there from the Texans will bring us to halftime, where the Texans lead the New York Jets 7-0, where we've had 2 touchdowns in this game, but one was dropped before he ever got in there because he's a moron. And I would expect to never see him in a Jet uniform again. So let's see. Pecan says that'll be a hoot if they benched Rodgers in the second half. I mean, what do you do? Like you keep, like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like what do you do?
They're pulling every lever, they're trying every trick to get this team going, and nothing's working. And I mean, and I understand Aaron Rodgers are very outspoken when it comes to his body language, when wide receivers drop balls and everything, but you don't have to do it every play. Yes, it's frustrating and shit like that, but your teammates can see that, and they're not going to want to play for you. So maybe put Tyrod. Tyrod's a little bit more mobile. Maybe he could scramble a little bit with this shitty ass offensive line. But I mean, Tyrod is a little bit more mobile. He's still not the mobilest quarterback, yeah.
But I mean, he's a little bit more mobile. But he's not more accurate. Like, he's not a better passer. But the problem with this offense is that it doesn't allow time. And this is the other thing too, is that the offensive line isn't allowing time for plays to develop. And not only that, but the plays themselves are very simplistic. And again, I very rarely agree with Orlovsky, but he's very right on this, is that the Jets' offense is very straight line. Yeah. It's not, there's no movement, there's no any kind of deception, there's no crossing patterns, there's no kind of semi-pick plays, there's nothing. It's straight line, go there. And for an NFL defense, that's gravy. That's just extra flavor. Like, that does nothing to stop anything. So it's a simplistic offense. It's an easy one for defenses to figure out. Plus, on top of it, your offensive line is not good enough to give the players the time to get down the field or to expand the play. And you don't have a quarterback that can move around and escape the pressure. So, like, the key for a lot of this is for the Jets to have a good offensive line, and they don't. And it's the one thing they don't have. Now, again, I don't think that's the be-all, end-all. I think there is a lot of other problems. I think there's, again, the simplistic offense needs to be fixed. They need to get some more wrinkles in there. They have to start doing something a little bit more than what a high school offense does. They have to.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of problems there. That's not just Aaron Rodgers. It's not just the receivers. It's not just this, that, or the other thing. It's in totality, this team is bad. And they can't seem to fix it. As we see, we seem to have a Greek fellow in the chat, and I listen. I wish I knew Greek, but the old expression, it's all Greek to me, I have no idea. So I see it's ATIA. So Adia, I'm just going to call you Adia, because that's what I'm going to do. So I'll call you Greek. I'll call you Greeky boy. I don't know. That almost sounds worse. Don't say that.
Yeah,
don't call him Greeky boy. Hey, Greeky boy. What's up, Greeky boy? But nice to have you in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us here at Station Sports. Again, my name is King. That is your good friend Jimbo. He's going to be leaving us here just in a moment, as he joins us only for the first half on Thursdays because he's got responsibilities. But we will be back. He'll be back this Sunday for whatever game we do, whether it is Eagles and Jaguars or Giants and Commanders, one or the other. We'll figure that out as the week goes on. But also, he will be joining us tomorrow for the Friday forecast, where me and Jimbo will go ahead and give our predictions for this week. We're already at week 9. Week 9 of the upcoming NFL season. I'll let you know who we think will win, who we think will lose, who we think is the best, or who will suck. We will let you know all of that on tomorrow's forecast, Friday forecast. Sorry, I keep on screwing up the name of our own show. I came up with the name, and I keep on fucking it up. Go figure. Pecan says that Jimbo was a smart one, leaving this train wreck. And indeed, Jimbo...
I'll say this. I usually put the TV on to fall asleep, too. I'll put the game on.
Put the game on to, this little... the soothing voice of Al Michaels to lull you to sleep. Because there's not going to be a lot of excitement in this one. There's not going to be a lot of, oh my God, did you see that? Not a lot of those.
Yeah.
Not a lot of those upcoming. So for now, we're going to let Jimbo go. And I'm going to switch over the cameras and do all that stuff because OBS is, kind of a bitch with some of these things. So we'll figure that out. We'll get that all fixed. And once that's done, we'll be right back. And again, thank you so much for watching us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Make sure you hit that like, that share, that subscribe. Stick around. We'll be back. Well, I'll be back right after these messages, actually for our merch store. So if you want to go check out our merch store, see what we got in there, you can go ahead and do that as well. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. And we're back. Hey, everybody, how are we doing? Again, it's me flying solo for the rest of this piece of shit game. Thank you for joining us so much here, though. On stage. Well, there we go. Feel a little bit better now. Thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports for this train wreck of a game. Again, my name is King, hanging out with you here. If you like what you're watching, please give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. Helps us out tremendously. Also, if you want to help us out in a little bit more direct fashion, we have links for our donation station and our merch store in the top of the chat, as well as in the description below this video. And boy, for a Halloween game, this game sure has been pretty spooky because it's just horrifying to watch. As the New York Jets are struggling, again, Houston is not showing me anything either. Like, let's face facts, the Jets have looked like ass. The Texans haven't looked much better. The Texans are not, and again, I've been calling it for a while where I'm just not sold on the Texans. And we're seeing again why. Again, they barely beat a Colts team that had Anthony Richardson leading them, which if I think Joe Flacco played that game last week, the Colts win, and I feel very confident about that. And now they're playing a game here against the Jets who can't get out of their own way, and they only have a 7-point lead. And they're honestly lucky to have that. Amazon Music Live tonight. Halsey after Thursday Night Football. Look at that. That's just incredible. My wife loves her new album. I haven't listened to it and probably won't. But maybe you know somebody who does. Halsey's kind of cute. I don't know. Maybe you like her. I'm not sure. But they're going to be showing her after Amazon. And I can tell you what, it might be more entertaining than the game we're watching right now. Because this thing is... Whew. I'm going to tell you what. We've been doing this now this is our 9th week. We've been doing roughly 4 games a week, give or take, depending on the week or what's there. I know there were some weeks, we did have 1 3-Sunday week, so we had 1 5-game week. This might be the worst game we've watched all year so far, at least when it comes to at least the first half anyway. This has been an absolute awful game to watch. And I want to thank you so much for sticking with us and watching along with us. If we're helping to bring a little bit of entertainment to you, to go ahead and watch this game, again, thank you so very much for sticking around and watching along with us, because I'll tell you what, this one's hard. This one's hard. This one's going to be a hard one to get through. This one's going to be a real hard one to get through. And so I appreciate and I love and I thank you all for your dedication to the craft. Because sticking here for this one's going to be a chore. This one is going to be a chore. And I thank you all for doing it. I thank you all for sticking around here with us here at Stay Tuned Sports as we get ready to watch the second half of the Boo-uston Texans and the New York Jets. And there's been plenty of boos to go around at MetLife Stadium for the Jets this season, and especially in this game, because they are not good. And now also we got to see what happened. Is CJ Stroud injured that badly? Does he come back into the game? Apparently, sell the team chants have erupted at MetLife Stadium, directed towards Woody Johnson. Sorry, just checking out Twitter, X here, X Twitter, seeing what's going on. ELS saying the Jets fans are realizing, holy shit, we're dog shit. And here's the thing, and I think this is where you get where I think it's doubly worse than for like a lot of teams. Like the Panthers knew you're going to be bad. Some of the Titans, you kind of knew you were going to be bad. Maybe not as bad as they are, but you knew you were going to be bad. Giants fans knew we weren't going to be the best. Listen, at least the Giants have been close and had some entertaining runs in their games. The Jets, the expectations for the Jets were an AFC contender, possible Super Bowl contender. And instead, you're 2-6. So I think it's not only that they're bad, but from where your expectations were to now where you are is so much worse. And there is the dynamic kickoff, and the Jets will take over at the 30-yard line after a touchback. And that is where they will start the third quarter. Just a quick recap of the Jets' first half, by the way. These are all the drives they had. 3 plays in the punt, 4 plays in the punt. Unforced fumble on the goal line, which we all saw that went for a touchback. 3 plays, punt, 4 plays, punt, 3 plays, punt. Hand off to Breece Hall here on first down. He's going to get 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Jets as we start off the third quarter. Pedro Ponce in the chat says, I was lied to, King. I was told you had merch for all teams. I have merch for a lot of teams. More merch is coming into the shop all the time. 2nd down and 5. It's going to be a run just short of the first down there for Breece Hall. It's going to be 3rd and inches coming down for the New York Jets. So more merch is coming in to the store, Pedro. So, and listen, you let me know what you want. You let me know what you're looking for. I'll see if I can fast track that for you. Get that in there before, get that quicker. If there's a demand, listen, I'm a man who listens to the people, to the customers. If there's a demand out there, you let me know. I'll get something out there for you. Yell at Chip. Chip! Stop lying to people. Tell them I got stuff coming. There's a lot of stuff coming for there. But Pedro, tell me who you're a Rams fan? I'll get some Rams stuff in there for you. We'll get some Ram stuff in there for you, Pedro. Don't you worry. We'll get stuff in there. We'll get. Listen, like I said. Oh, Emerald. All right. I know who you are now. I'll tell you what. You're Emerald. Go with Pedro Ponce. That's a great name. That's a fantastic name. I go with that. It's a mix between a conquistador and a porn star. It works so well. I love it. 1st and 10 for the New York Jets as they were able to convert there. Now from the 42.5-yard line, hands off to Breece Hall again, and he's going to get it up to about the 48-yard line before pushed back. And forward momentum will get him there. So 2nd down coming up here for the Jets. ELS, he's leaving us. Got to get some sleep. Thank you so much, ELS, for knocking all those bots out earlier in the night. You are much appreciated. Thank you very much. The bot hitman himself, ELS. You have a good night, and we'll see you on Sunday. Oh, Pedro, I lost my mind. Oh, did I lose my mind? Like, it's something you've seen here. And again, we have a pass out here to Wilson, and he's going to get the first down on about a 5-yard gain. So 2 first downs in a row now for the Jets as they are in Texans territory. But I was hot. And like I said, I'm not even a Jets fan, but just as a football fan. Like, what is it? And we've seen it a couple times this year already in the pros, in college. And like I said, I've seen it for the last 25, 30 years now in my life of seeing players consistently do this. And it's why? How do we not know just to hold on to the goddamn ball until you're at least 5 yards deep in the end zone? Or how about just don't? Don't let go of the ball. Hold on to that son of a bitch. Hand it to the ref. Do whatever. Make sure that you know 100% that you have that. Aaron Rodgers hit from behind as he throws the ball incomplete. Pressure from behind by Hewitt. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Jets. But yeah, dude, I was hot. Still pretty heated. It's like I don't like bad football. And doing shit like that is bad football. And because I have to sit here and watch it. I don't want to sit here and watch bad football. I'd like to watch good football. So here we go. 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 5. They do get the snap off. It's going to be passed out to Devontae Adams. He's going to turn it upfield. Gets a first down. And the Jets keep the chains moving. 11:35 now remaining here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Jets. Thirsty. It was such a warm day. It's so warm here. And again, we're in North Jersey here. It was 82 degrees today. It's still currently 73 right now. So hot. It's gross. I hate it. For Halloween, where's my cold weather, damn it? Delayed run here. Bit of a draw play up to the 15-yard line for the Jets. Or is that the 25? I can't tell where exactly they were. That's my fault. My apologies here. But it'll be second down here for the Jets. 10, 47, 46, 45 and counting here. 2nd and 3, actually, is the count for the Jets down in distance. Again, from the 25-yard line. Rodgers in shotgun. Takes the snap back. He's looking to throw. Gets over the middle. It's going to be complete. Looks like it's Mike Williams with the catch, and indeed it is, and that's going to be another Jets first down. The Jets are moving the ball here on their first drive of the second half. Ten minutes even now remaining here in the third quarter. If you're sinking along with us, and if you are, thank you so very much for hanging out with us here at Stay Tuned Sports. Rodgers under center. He takes the snap. It's going to be handoff to Breece Hall, who's immediately flipped in the backfield. Loss of 2, maybe 3 yards. Texans blew up that play immediately. It's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Jets. Settle Jr. with the kind of, it didn't really even do a tackle. He just kind of rolled into the way of Breece Hall and tripped him up. So 2nd and 12 indeed is the down and distance here. 9-10 remaining in the third. Rodgers back, steps, looks, throws, caught. That's by Wilson, and that's going to be a Jets touchdown finally, and he makes sure he holds on to the ball all the way through. Rodgers took a shot to get that in there, but it is a Jets touchdown. And finally, something positive for the Jets. Jets. As they are an extra point away from tying this game at 7. Snap, hold, kick, up, off the upright, and it goes through off the upright. So the Jets, after having some bad luck, get a little bit of good luck on the extra point and actually do tie the game 7-7. That was that close to being such a Jets fucking thing, you know? But they do get the extra point, and it is tied now, 7-7. So at least there's something. At least something has happened in this game where it's not a complete snooze and bore fest. Check it out. Let's see. Check it out, Twitter X here, and see just people comment. Apparently, yes, because I don't have the commentary on here. Clearly, we would be in trouble. Can't do that. We'd get pegged by YouTube immediately and kicked off. But apparently, Michaels is just took it right. I'd like to sincerely apologize to America for what we're broadcasting to their TVs. This game is truly a crime against humanity. It makes me question why I'm still doing this. Kirk Herbstreit. It's a big third down coming up here for Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. Yeah. Texans defensive end Will Anderson Jr. is questionable to return tonight due to an ankle injury. So questionable return for Will Anderson Jr. on the defensive side of the ball. And I haven't heard anything about CJ Stroud as of yet. So I don't know So I guess we'll see here in a couple of moments when we see the Texans offense take the field after the Jets go ahead and kick this ball off. Why is the timeouts not there? There we go. I was wondering why they weren't there for a second. Let's switch the possession over now anyway to the Texans since they will be getting the kickoff. And again, thank you so much for watching us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. Great to have you along with us. If you like what you're watching, please give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. Subscribes help us out tremendously. Again, gets us closer to our goal of 200 subscribers and gets us even closer, hopefully, to the goal of one day being monetized here to do this stuff for you guys, which would be an absolute godsend. And we cannot thank you enough for all your support and all you do in helping with this channel, with your likes, with your shares, and by your subscriptions. If you want to help out a little bit more directly, we have links for our donation station and merch store in the top of the chat and in the links underneath this video in the description. And we will be giving you more merch every week, including some Ram stuff coming up here, Pedro and Emerald, whichever name you go by. Pedro Ponce is such a great name. That's a great name. Emerald is fine, but man, Pedro Ponce, come on, that's so good. We got a flag down on the return as the Texans were able to return it up a little bit short of the 30-yard line. And what do we have here? We have a personal foul, face mask against the Jets. That's going to be 15 extra yards added on to the end of the run. And we have hit double digits in the flags. 10 flags total for this game so far. And the Texans will have good field position coming up here. So more stuff is being added all the time to the merch store. So keep on checking that merch store. It will show up. And I'll make sure, Pedro, that when I do get Ram stuff in there and I put Rams things in there, I will put it into the Discord, our Discord, and your Discord that we're also part of, so that you can go ahead and see it and see what you like and see what you want to grab. So I'll do that for you as well. CJ Stroud is indeed back in the game, and he escapes the pressure from the New York Jets. He gains about 2 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Texans. I always worry about this chat either not updating or not being there. Yeah, so sometimes it updates, sometimes it doesn't. And they actually gave him an extra yard there, so 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Texans, coming from their own 47-yard line. CJ Stroud hands off here to Mixon. Mixon's going to do a little bit of a counter, and he's going to get about a yard shy of the first down. So a gain of 6 yards here for Joe Mixon. 3rd and 1 coming up here from just inside Jets territory. Play action. CJ Stroud's going to pull it down, run it himself. He's got the first down and more. Steps out at the 40, and it will be 1st down and 10 for the Texans from the New York Jets 40-yard line. So the Texans answering the Jets opening drive with a bit of an opening drive of their own, especially after the 15-yard face mask penalty on the kickoff return. $7:18 left here in the 3rd quarter. CJ Stroud handoff to Mixon, who trips up. Actually, that's not Mixon. Chip has come into the chat to apologize profusely to Emerald for lying to him about the Rams merch and saying that there was merch for every team already in there. There's gonna be merch for every team in there eventually. Again, I'm a one-man show here, so there's, I gotta try to put everything together here, and it's getting there. But it takes a little time. It takes a little time to go ahead and get it up there, but it will be up there. And now that I know that there's a demand for Rams merch, you better believe your ass is going to be there. And then we have another run here for the first down. Taylor with the carry. He had the last 2 carries there for the Texans. And it is a 1st down. Mixon now coming back onto the field. Taylor coming off after those 2 runs. as the Texans have the ball now at the 24-yard line of the New York Jets. Thank you very much, Chip. Chip says that they are really cool shirts, and I applaud you for recognizing quality when you see it. No, but thank you very much for that compliment. That means a lot. Thank you. And again, I'm going to try to get one out there before the end of the season, clearly, for every team. But now, again, and this is why I tell you guys, and the chat's open, by the way. If you're watching along, not in the chat, come into the chat. It's open. You can come in, say hi, say hello, say how you doing, and let your opinion be known. If there's a piece of merch you want or an idea that you have or a team that you specifically really want to see, let me know, and I will put that team to the front of the line. I will make sure that's there. As long as there's a demand, I will put that out there. I want to try to get teams out there that I think have a larger fan base and have people like that want to see that. But if there's a demand from people that are directly speaking to me and saying, I want to buy a shirt with X, Y, and Z on it, I'll go ahead and make that and put that right in the front of the line. That's not a problem. So, again, come in the chat, say hi, say hello, say how you doing, and tell me what you want, and I'll do my best to make sure that I get that fulfilled for you. Second down for the Texans. That's going to be actually about a loss of a yard on that play. Third down coming up here now for Houston. Chip says that you think you should remove the Steelers merch until the Rams merch is in there. It's only fair. No, that's not going to happen. No, stop it. I ain't removing shit. I need all the money I can get. And by the way, I haven't really sold a lot. So, but if I can get some, that'd be fine. And I think Steelers got enough of a fan base. Maybe I can get some. Listen, I have thought about doing some refs. Right now, I think Brandon Perna has the market cornered on Fuck the Refs merch. And, CJ Stroud sacked. Big loss for the Texans. I don't know if that's knocked them out of field goal range. Again, Fairbairn's got a hell of a leg on him. But we'll see where it's spotted. And let's see. I think they should still be good for a field goal here. So, yes, a NFL ref shirt or a flag shirt is something I have thought about. But, Brandon Perna does seem to have the market cornered on that, so I don't know. So here goes Fairbairn with a 54-yard field goal attempt. Snap, hold, kick up is good. And the Texans are going to take a 10-7 lead over the New York Metropolitans here on a Thursday night Halloween spooktacular game. And it's been fairly spooky because, boys, it sucked. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff coming. Like, there's a lot of ideas I have. There's a lot of ideas that I get from you guys as well. Like you said, like the ref shirt and things like that I've seen. But I want to try to get. I do want to try to get a lot of the 8-bit helmet shirts out. I want to try to get a lot of the my own logo design shirts out and see what they do there. Like, I have the Jersey Giants and Jersey Jets in there, which I know Hamsta would love. I have, like I said, the 8-bit helmets. I have the Philly Eagles, alternate Eagle logo that I have in there as well. I got the Daniel Jones Belief shirt. I've got, there's a couple other things in there as well. So I want to try to get a lot of that out there. Make sure I have that out there as well. But I do want to try to get. I might have some kind of ref or flag shirt as well. And again, like I said, any other ideas you guys have, shoot them up and let me know. Because that's the thing. I would the problem now with doing like a ref shirt or a flag shirt is I don't want to infringe on Perna and what he does and feel like it's ripping him off or like, I'm stealing his idea or doing something like that. So you have to be very careful with that stuff. As someone who's been graphic designer, logo designer my whole life, I'm very careful when it comes to intellectual properties and how you use other people's things or credit or take, there's a very thin line between inspiration and theft. And I don't want to cross that line. Because, again, I like Brandon. I like That's Good Sports. I like all the stuff he has. And he's got really cool stuff, too. So I don't want to, I don't want to overstep bounds. I don't want to have it seem like something, and even if it's not technically something that would be ripping off, I don't want it to seem that way. I don't want it to appear like I'm stealing off of him or trying to one up his idea, which I'm not, and I wouldn't be, but I know how people look at things. So I don't want to, I'm going to be very careful when it comes to things like that. So here we go. The Jets are going to get the ball back here on the kickoff as they are down 3 points now to the Texans, as they're going to try to put together maybe a second scoring drive, which they would desperately need here, as they go ahead and try to get their third win of the season. And this kick is going to be dynamically touched back, and the Jets will take over at the 30-yard line. Again, you're watching Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on this Halloween evening. I hope you're all doing well, kind of sitting in a diabetic coma as you're rating all your children's trick-or-treat bags for the good stuff, the Reese's, the M&M's, the Snickers. You can leave them the candy corn. That's fine. You know what I really love, too? I love those caramel apple pops, man. Those things are fucking amazing. I love those things. I'll eat those things all day, every day. I'm diabetic. I don't care. Give me a coma. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Intended for Wilson. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Jets. 4:06 remaining in the third quarter. Maybe that's a question I'll put out there. What is your favorite candy out there in the chat for this Halloween? Might as well ask that. It's a rather tame question, but it's one I think a lot of people worry. Like, you like the Butterfingers, you like yourself the Snickers, the Milky Way, Nestle's Crunch. Nestle's Crunch is pretty good. I think we just saw John Wayne Gacy in the stands. Someone checked. He might have children in his basement. Here we go. We got a pass to Brees out of the backfield, and he's going to turn that all the way upfield for a first down and more. Seemed like he might have been down, but it looks he's still running like he's not. Down to the 49. Was he down or was he not? We'll see what the refs say. J Chip with a question. Favorite horror movie? I was always particular to the Friday the 13th franchise. Clearly, I'm a big Jason guy. Event Horizon. Great flick. I love Event Horizon. And I don't think it qualifies as a horror movie. I think it fits more into comedy, but it could be comedy horror. Clearly and forever, one of my favorites will be Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Always have been, always will be, and it will be that way. Reese's. Here's the thing. I love Reese's Cups. But I'm a huge Reese's Pieces guy. I love Reese's Pieces so much. You give me a choice between Reese's Cup and Reese's Pieces, I'm probably picking the Pieces. I love Pieces. And Swedish Fish, too. 1st and 10. Pitch out here to Brees Hall. He's going to gain about 4 yards. Maybe 5, depending on the spot. 2nd down coming up here for the Jets as they got another drive going here. 3:05 remaining here in the third if you're sinking along with us. And if you are, keep it going. Alien, great choice, Pecan. That's a fantastic movie. For some reason, my parents thought it would be a good idea to show that movie to me when I was 6 years old. And boy, I didn't watch it again until my 40th birthday because it scared the shit out of me. Now, I have watched Aliens, and that was fine. But I hadn't watched Alien in 30 years. It fucked me up as a kid. About, again, a 3-yard run. On 2nd down, so 3rd down coming up here now for the Jets. Milk Duds. You don't hear a lot about Milk Duds being someone's favorite candy anymore. But you know what? It's a solid choice. There's nothing wrong with that. My wife's favorite, I think, is like snow. She loves snow caps. She's a big snow caps person. A little nonpareils there. Hey, listen. Sometimes the simple ones are still the best. I'm a big Snickers guy. I love Snickers. I love Butterfingers too. Any kind of peanut butter, any kind you get that peanut buttery crunchy. That's good stuff, brother. That's good stuff. Pass out here to Wilson. He grabs it, but only gets about 2 yards, and it's going to remain about 2 yards short here for the Jets. So 4th down coming up. The Jets are going to go for it. They're staying on the field. They are kind of in that no man's land area just beyond the 50-yard line. Can they get 2 yards here? Play clock down to 15, 14. They may not snap the ball. They're not going to snap it. They're not snapping it. Holy shit, they snapped the ball. And it's going to be complete to Davante Adams. Down the field at the 35, and Davante's down. Davante Adams is down. Davante Adams is down on the sidelines. Oh, no. Just when things start looking good for the Jets, they convert a 4th down and 2. After I didn't think they were going to catch that. He catches it, kind of gets flipped, landed on his shoulder. It might be a shoulder injury. Oh, no. Man, things just can't get any better or worse for them. I mean, they can't get any... You think they can't get any worse than they do. Poor Jets. Poor Jets. That's all I got to say there. But yeah, milk duds, I respect that. I respect that as a choice. That's not bad. I'm trying to think of maybe some of the more obscure candies that I've ever had or liked. Jets are cursed, pecan? I honestly think so. I honestly think Joe Namath sold his soul to the devil to get that Super Bowl III win, and then this has been the payment ever since. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it, other than it's a supernatural curse from Satan himself. Satan? Could it be Satan? It might be Satan. But it feels like that. It feels like that. If you're a Jet fan, it feels like that. I don't think there's a doubt. You know, okay, I'll say this. You know what candy I actually like? And maybe this puts me in a weird category. I love Mike and Ike's. The fruit flavored ones. You know, not the good and plenty's like the licorice ones. That's all right. And here's the thing. I actually like licorice too. In doses. I know, shocking. Somebody that likes Jägermeister likes licorice. I know, go fucking figure. But I actually do like licorice. I like that star anise flavor. But yeah, Mike and Ike's, man. I dig me some Mike and Ike's. Those things are, you know, they're good. Well, I'm a gummy guy, so anything that's gummy or gummy adjacent, like a Mike and Ike, like a jelly bean. Like I love jelly beans, so I'm a big jelly bean guy. Love Mike and Ike's. Obviously anything gummy bears, gummy worms, gummy rats, gummy whatever. Swedish Fish, clearly. I think Swedish Fish are maybe one of the top tier gummies out there. I love Swedish Fish. Davante Adams on the sidelines walking around seems to be okay, but he is going into the blue medical tent. I don't know if it's a concussion situation. They might be just checking his shoulder to see how he's doing. As we look at Ambassador Johnson up in his booth, which everybody was chanting for him to sell the team. Banana Laffy Taffy. That's where I got to separate from you there, Pecan. Banana flavored candy anything is pretty bad for me. Just not a fan of it. So from the 31-yard line, Aaron Rodgers in shotgun, getting immediately pressured, tries to dump it off to Breece Hall. That's going to be incomplete, as the offensive line just allowed a jailbreak to happen against Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, banana flavored anything. Like, remember the Runts? Do you remember Runts, the little fruit-shaped candies? You know, this is back in the day. I might be aging myself there, but they were called Runts. And they had the little banana ones. Boy, those things sucked ass. I'm not a banana candy. Banana flavored stuff is not great for me. So 2nd and 10, throw. That's going to be caught by Wilson. About a yard and a half short of the first down. So 3rd down and short coming up here for the Jets. That might be the final play of the third quarter. As again, there is about a 3-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. Jets are moving though here. 3rd and 1 is actually, 3rd and a very long one. Rodgers, he does take the snap. He does hand it off to Breece Hall, and Breece Hall is going to be stopped short. He gets just about to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th down and 1 when we start the fourth quarter, will the Jets just go for a field goal or will they go for it? I have no idea. But ladies and gentlemen, you've suffered with me through 3 quarters. And I applaud you and I appreciate you for that. So, with that in mind, put them up. Because we've reached the fourth quarter. You and I together. We have suffered. We have bled. We have struggled through this game. We only have 15 more minutes to go before we can call it quits and get the hell out of here after watching this absolute atrocity of a football game on this beautiful Halloween evening. This game is far worse. The Giants-Steelers game was at least a little entertaining. They kicked granted, they were kicking field goals, but they were going up and down the fields. They always stalled in the red zone. And again, each one of them had touchdowns called back on either penalties or didn't get a second foot down, or, like the Giants had a penalty on them that was not a penalty, but they took the touchdown back anyway. But it was, at least the ball was being moved. There was plays being made by both teams, and big plays to Pickens and big plays to Sterling Shepard, and like it was back and forth. It was fun. This game has been absolutely a slog to get through. So if you tell me which would I rather watch again and watch this game again or watch Giants Steelers, I'll watch Giants Steelers again all day long. At least that game was somewhat entertaining. This game is not entertaining at all in any way, shape, or form. But again, my name is King. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here on Stay Tuned Sports. Again, chat's open. You want to come in, say hi, say hello, say how you doing. We got a bunch of folks in the chat. We're talking about just Halloween stuff, other things that are going on, because clearly this football game is what it is. But we are talking about favorite candies, favorite horror movies. What do you like? What do you don't? What did you wear for a costume this year if you did? What was your favorite costume? How do you do things? Blah, 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 whatever you want to talk about. We're talking about what shirts you'd like to see in the shop. We got Ram shirts going to be coming in there soon, as it has been demanded by Emerald, our boy, Pedro Ponce. God, what a great name. God, I would never have another name if that was my name. I mean, granted, my name is King, so, it's a pretty good name. So, I mean, I'll go with King. I like King, too. But Pedro Ponce, that's such a great name. Anyway, not a big fan. Like I said, not a big fan of the banana Laffy Taffy. Back when you were a kid, J Chip says, back when I was a kid, I dressed as Dude Love for Halloween. There you go. Old school wrestling. That was some good stuff. Back in the day. When I was a kid, to show you how old I was, when I was a kid, I dressed as Mario. My mom made me a whole Mario costume. Top of the line too, sewn M on a hat, had the fake mustache with like the clip in the nose and it. Like, dude, I was set. That was top notch. So here we go, 4th and 1. Jets are gonna go for it now. They're skipping the field goal. They're saying, "Fuck it, touchdown or nothing." Man in McConklin, looks like it's in motion. Aaron Rodgers back. He's looking to throw, running out of time. Just chucks it up, and that's going to be dropped. Incomplete. But we have a flag down. What is the flag going to be? Is it going to be holding on the Jets? Is it going to be... What do we got? They're talking. We got a bit of a referee conversation. I was getting ready to tell you what my costume was, and then we had some things happening here. When I was a kid, I dressed as Orko, was one of them, also from He-Man back in the day. So we have illegal contact against the Texans. That's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down. Oh, no. That's a bad penalty on the Texans. Let's see. He jammed him up front, and he kept on holding on to him, I mean, technically, by the technical definition of the law, I guess, but I don't know. That's an iffy call. Aaron Rodgers, play action here on 1st and 10, throws it. It's going to be complete. Jeremy Ruckert with the reception there for the New York Jets. Pecan letting us know that he had an Atari when he was a kid. So, me and Pecan, yeah, we're around that same age. My, I remember the Atari my brother had. For my 6th birthday, my parents bought me an NES, a Nintendo, which was the greatest thing in the history of ever. 2nd and 6, that's going to be a massive loss there for the Jets. Conklin with the reception. Would have been better if he dropped it down, but we have an injured Texan on the field. 3rd down and long coming up here for the Jets. Let me think. What else was I? Let's see. I was Orko, the little wizard from He-Man. I was somebody being eaten by a shark, so I had like a shark costume, but my face was out of the mouth of the shark, and I put like fake blood on me and stuff. What else was I? I was, when I was a teenager, I was a Sith Lord. Like I was a Sith. I had the robe and everything, and a lightsaber, clearly. I think that was about it. Then I stopped dressing up for Halloween, and I never went to any of the Halloween parties. Even though I wanted to, and I'd love to dress up for Halloween. But I just, I'm poor. I never had the budget to spend on cool Halloween stuff as much as I would love to. And, when you're poor for 20, 25 years, you know what happens. What are you going to do? You worry about where your next meal comes from, not what a Halloween costume is going to be. So it is what it is. Chip in the chat says, what your favorite NES game was. Sorry, I'm a huge fan of the NES Batman and Contra and Super. I was like 6. So again, my games were Super Mario Brothers, I was a huge Mach Rider fan. Ice hockey, John Elway football, 10-yard fight. Rodgers, he's gonna escape, pulls it down, runs himself, and gets the first down to the 3. But there's a flag. And it might be coming back. Aaron Rodgers actually showed mobility, but they're going to throw a flag and say it's probably coming back, if I had to be honest. So, and it is holding on the Jets, so that Aaron Rodgers' effort, again ruined by the offensive line, that Jets offensive line just can't stop getting out of, they just are just the worst. And I don't know. That's a bit of a ticky-tack call there, too. But, the illegal contact was a little ticky-tack on the last 2-2, so I guess you can't really be too argumentative with that. He is pulling his jersey. He is holding it. But he's holding it on the inside, that happens every place. So I don't know. But, yeah, I liked a lot of those kind of games. I didn't really start getting into, other and better games until I got the Sega Genesis, and then when I was a little bit older, I think I got that for my 13th birthday, which was again really cool. Big throw from Rodgers on 3rd and 19. That's caught, but he did not come down in bounds. Wilson tried to come down with it, but did not come out of bounds. Jets look like they're going to go for the field goal. Let's see, gets it, has 1 foot down there, and, is the ankle down? The ankle and shin would count as down. It's not so much the knee. The ankle and shin would count as down. He gets the 1 there, and then ankle down, then knee. That's close. Yeah, the ankle comes down before the knee. And he has control. And the Jets are indeed going to challenge this. I think that might be a touchdown because it looks like the ankle came down before the knee did. And it came down in bounds. And with that, because of that, any joint that comes down, I still can't believe people believe, like, oh, if you tap your foot twice, that should count as 2 feet down. No. Some people have done. But I think that's a catch. I honestly think that's a catch. I think, because, again, the whole NFL thing is a joint. Once a joint hits the ground, whether it's an ankle, a wrist, a butt cheek, a shoulder, a head, no matter what, once something like that hits, and if you look at the play, the ankle hits before the knee hits out of bounds. I think that's a catch. If we're going by the letter of the law, if we're doing letter of the law shit here, I think that's a catch. So I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, for NES, again, when I was a kid, Mike Tyson's Punch Out by far was probably one of my favorites. I loved Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Little Mac, man. That was good times. That was good times as a kid. Like I said, Mock Rider, all the Super Mario Brothers 3. I don't think I ever had 2. I don't think I had Super Mario Brothers 2, which is fine because that's kind of the weakest entry, if I'm being honest. But Super Mario 3 was cool. Let's see. After reviewing the play, and it looks like they did reverse it, and it is a catch, and it is a touchdown. I told you. I said it looked like it, and there you go. The Jets get themselves their second touchdown of the game from a hell of a catch from Wilson. Close. That's close. But I kind of said it. So, snap, hold, kick up is good, and the Jets have a 4-point lead. 14-10 over the Houston Texans, and honestly, it should be 21-10 if my man Malachi knew how to hold on to a fucking football. So, all of a sudden, here we are early in the fourth quarter. Jets got a lead. Jets got a lead. Everybody's losing their mind with that catch from Garrett Wilson. And indeed, even if that didn't count, it was a hell of a catch. But the fact that he caught his ankle down before his knee, like that's just... that was insane. Insane catch. So here we go. Now the Texans are going to go ahead and get the ball. They return it to the 25-yard line. And that is where they will take over. As we see 10 years ago, the Beckham catch against the Cowboys. I remember watching that game. I was actually flipping between that game, I think there was an NXT live event I was watching, and I was flipping back and forth between those two things, and I had happened to be watching the Giants game at that moment when he did that, and I was like, get the fuck out of here, because again, the Giants were bad that year. Like they've been for the last 13 fucking years. So 1st and 10, CJ Stroud's going to roll out to his left, throws all the way down the field, open, caught! Tank Dell with the catch down at the Jets' 25-yard line. And just like that, the Texans go from their own 25 to the Jets' 25. Jesus. Quick strike Texans. So here we go. Actually from the Jets 24. Hand off here to Mixon. Mixon breaks a tackle in the backfield, and then he gains about 2 yards. It's 2nd down and 8 coming up here for the Texans. 11:50 remaining here in the fourth quarter if you're sinking along. And if you are, thank you so much for watching us here on Stay Tuned Sports as we go ahead and give you the play-by-play and reactions to this Thursday night Spooktacular Halloween NFL game between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. Pecan says, damn curse. Darn curse or damn curse? That's damn curse. I don't care. Mixon. No, that's not Mixon. That's Taylor. Taylor pushing ahead. He's so little. He's so tiny. He's such a tiny boy. As we had an injured Jet, they did stop the clock for that, although he's able to get up and walk off. So I'm not sure. Maybe the ref stopped it a little too early. I don't know. Better safe than sorry when it comes to injuries, I suppose. I don't know. But 3rd and 1 now coming up here. As we see some guy wear a very creepy mask there at MetLife Stadium. 11-11, 11-10, 11-9, 11-08 here remaining in the fourth quarter. Texans, 3rd and 1. Trying to get back to where they can get into the lead. They're at the 15-yard line. They have to get just to the 14. CJ Stroud has all the time in the world back. Now he's getting pressured. He's going to roll out to his left. He's going to run for the first down himself. It's going to be close. And I don't think he got there. He's short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and inches. Holy shit. I was going to say, and looking at it when he had it, I don't think it was close when the ball went out of bounds. And he put it in his arm there, but he was out of bounds before that. I don't know. That's close. But they are calling 4th and inches. The officials are stopping the game. They're going to take a look at this. Oh, they're pulling the Jets player out. I guess they're looking for a concussion protocol or something. I don't know. Either way, it is 4th and inches. As the Ninja Turtles are in attendance there at MetLife Stadium. Which makes sense because, you know, there is a lot of toxic waste dumping ooze there in North Jersey here. So CJ Stroud under center. Half a yard to go here. Hand off to Mixon, and he's going to get it. Yard gain, and that's all they needed when you needed was 6 inches. 1st down and 10 for the Texans from just about, the 13-yard line. So the Texans still alive here for a touchdown drive against the Jets. From the 13, Stroud under center. Takes the snap, hands it off. Mixon tries to reverse course. Gets to about the 11.5-yard line. 2nd down coming up here for the Texans. Jets defense trying desperately to hold the Texans here. As we are under 10 minutes, we are at 9:30 in the fourth and counting. If you're sinking along with us. 2nd and 7. Texans get up to the line. Stroud is in shotgun with Mixon behind him. Stroud now goes wide. Stroud is wide to the right. Mixon takes the direct snap. He's running. He throws towards Stroud. Incomplete. Stroud is begging for a flag. He is not going to get one. 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Texans. They try to do a little trickeration. Did not quite work out the way that they had intended. And it's 3rd and 7. Both players were looking back at the ball. Mixon on the sidelines now for this 3rd and 7 play. Stroud in shotgun. Takes the snap. Getting rushed, and he's going to be sacked. Back at the 27-yard line. And Stroud is still on the field. He is getting up slowly. He was hurt before at the end of the first half. He's getting up again very slowly here after that sack. Might have injured his shoulder. Again, there was a question about the shoulder, whether or not that might have been what he hurt. But here comes Fairbairn for the field goal attempt, 43 yards, snap, hold, kick, up. And that's Fairbairn, and that's good. So it is a 1-point game. Jets 14, Texans 13, 8:19 remaining. Oh, wait, hold on. We got ourselves a flag, ladies and gentlemen. We got ourselves a flag, and that's going to bring our flag count up to 13. But what is this flag? Lucky number 13. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness against the Jets. First down, automatic first down for the Texans. So take the 3 points off the board, and it will be 1st and goal for the Texans. What are they saying? Because he hit the center, but the center already snapped it and his head up. Is that? I don't know. That's a weird call. But another bad mistake by the Jets. One way or another, just stay the fuck away from the center. I mean, there's always that. You could always just stay the fuck away from the center. So 1st and 10 from the 7.5-yard line. Mixon gets it down. Oh, I'm sorry, from the 12.5-yard line. Sorry. I missed where it was. That's my fault. Apologies. But a 3-yard gain here for Mixon, and it's going to be 2nd and 7 coming up here for Houston. We are under 8 minutes to play now. 7:54 and counting here. As you're watching along with us here on Stay Tuned Sports, and if you are watching along with us and singing along, thank you so very much. As we see the Texans at the line. Stroud under center. It's going to be another handoff, and this time it's right back to the line of scrimmage for Mixon. So 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Texans. Can the Jets defense hold them again? After the unnecessary roughness on the field goal. Jets crowd getting loud there at MetLife. Aaron Rodgers waving a towel, trying to get the crowd up and cheering as well. Fireman Ed, he's up there screaming for the defense. Can the Jets defense channel their crowd's energy? We will see. Stroud is in shotgun. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He cannot find anybody. Pocket throws and throws it incomplete. And it's going to be 4th and 7. Do the Texans go for it now with more time off the clock, or do they kick a field goal again and then hope that their defense can stop the Jets? So here comes the field goal attempt again, and it's no good! Fairbairn was closer on this kick than the last one, and he kicked it off of the left upright. No good. The Texans end up with no points. Oh, they took the 3 points off the board after the unnecessary roughness penalty on the last field goal. They went 3 and out after the penalty. went for another field goal closer than the last one was, and missed it. Fairbairn missed it. Oh, no. Oh, oh no. Oh, no. What a series of events. Because now, here's the thing. Like, you lost all that time on the clock. And now you don't have the point. You at least had the 3 points to make it a 1 point game. And if you hold the Jets on the next drive, then, I mean, a field goal wins it. And you can do all that kind of stuff. But, oh, boy. So now the Jets, more than ever, do they need a drive from Aaron Rodgers in the offense. If the Jets get a 3-and-out here, it's still bad news. You can't get a 3-and-out here, especially after what your defense just did for you. You can't get a 3-and-out. You have to score. Or at least put together a hell of a drive, burn some clock, and get down to the Texans' territory. Now, again, you're going to be starting deep in your own end. It does help that you get the ball from where the ball was kicked. So, I mean, that does help. But, oh, no. Fairbairn missing a kick like that right when you need it. Looking at that good old X-Twitter here. And there's a personal foul on the Jets. Just saved the Jets? This game is on a crazier sugar high than my kid right now. And that's good from good old Brandon Perna. Who, again, I have massive love and respect for Perna. So he's one of my favorite guys out there. I am flabbergasted by what has happened. So here we go. Seeing just people dressed as Pickles, dressed as the Joker. From the 20-yard line. Pitch out here to Breece Hall. He's going to get about 2.5 yards on the carry. Second and a long 7, I would imagine, is going to be coming up here for the Jets as time keeps ticking away here as we are now at 6:35 and counting in the fourth quarter. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are huddling up here. Rodgers looks like he's going under center. No, he's not. He's in shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands off again to Breece Hall. And Breece Hall's going to break it out. He gets the first down and more down to the 35-yard line. First down, Jets. He stays in bounds. And the clock keeps moving. The clock keeps moving. Chains keep moving. And the Jets grind out another fresh set of downs. They had Breece a couple times before the first down. He was able to break free, hold on to the ball. And the Jets have moved. Jets have 160 yards this half. The Texans only have 72. From the 35. Conklin in motion. Rodgers takes the snap, throws to Wilson, and that's going to be a gain of 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Jets. 5, 16, 15, 14 remaining here in the fourth quarter. If you're syncing along with us here on Stay Tuned Sports, and if you are, thank you so much for watching this game. This game hasn't been great, but I'll tell you what, the last little bit here in the fourth quarter has been fucking wild. So if you've stuck around this whole time with us, first of all, thank you very much. You guys are fucking champs. Thanks a lot for suffering along with us here and watching along. But man, we've kind of gotten a bit of a wacky game here at the end. And listen, at least this game has given us something. So it's another handoff here to Breece Hall. He's going to get about 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 with the clock ticking. 4:32, 31, 4:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Devontae Adams checks into the game. Jets huddle up. They're going to use every bit of time they can. They're giving them a third and a long one here. It's more like a 3rd and 2, if I'm going to be honest with you, the way my eyes see it. But then again, my eyes may not be the greatest peepers in the world. 3rd and 1. Play clock down to 1, and the Jets take a timeout. Aaron Rodgers calls the timeout there. First timeout of the half for the Jets. As they took every bit of time. And there is now 4 minutes even remaining on the clock here in the fourth quarter after that timeout. As we take a look at Al and Kirk up there doing their best. As we are doing our best here on Stay Tuned Sports. Again, my name is King. Hanging out with you here on this beautiful Thursday night. Again, tomorrow here on Stay Tuned Sports will be the Friday forecast where me and Jimbo will go ahead and give you our picks and predictions for Week 9. We're already at Week 9 here in the NFL, man. I can't believe it. Oh, it's crazy. Stop time, please. I don't want to live in a world where football isn't happening. Delicious. But we have that coming up. And then, of course, on Sunday, we will be doing games as well. I'm probably going to end up doing 3 games. If I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to try to do it and see if I can do my first 3-game Sunday. 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Jets. Play action by Rodgers. He throws. It's going to be completed here. And it's going to be out of bounds. Stops the clock, though, for the Jets. But it's okay because it's a fresh set of downs. 3:55 left. Ibora, horror of the deep, with the catch. I know it's Kenny Yeboah, but it looks like Ibora. And my mind instantly goes to Godzilla because I love Godzilla. Godzilla's my guy. So, which again, it's Halloween, so maybe after this I'll go watch myself a couple of old school Man in Rubber Suit Halloween Godzilla movies. But for now, with 3:55 left and a 1st and 10, Aaron Rodgers, he's going to hand it off, and that's going to be a loss of 2 yards. Braylon Allen with the carry on that one. 2nd and 12 coming up here for the Jets. But 3:32, 31, and 3:30 remaining now in the fourth quarter. As that clock keeps ticking away. 2nd and 12 indeed is the down and distance. Aaron Rodgers throws. It's going to be caught by Wilson for a gain of, almost 10. And it's going to be 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3. So about 9 or 10 yard gain. So it's kind of a funky snap. But he was able to get it off to Wilson there. So, and I think somebody took a timeout. So we have a bit of a break here. And while we have a bit of a break, let me remind you guys, we love you here. And thank you so much for watching us here at Stay Tuned Sports. If you like what you're watching, please hit that like button. Go ahead, hit that share button as well. Share us around to your friends, to your family, to people you love, people you hate, people you know, people you don't, whatever the case. The more eyeballs, obviously, that we get here on the channel, the better. And you guys sharing it around helps us out tremendously. And I know some of you have already done that, and I thank you very much for the support that you have shown to us here on this fledgling little channel here. So thank you for all of that as well. And if you're watching along and you aren't subscribed yet, why wait? Why wait any longer? Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Helps us out tremendously. And again, we have more than just the live streams here. We have ourselves the Friday forecast where we're going to go ahead and give you our picks and predictions every single week. That happens every single week. This week, Week 9 coming up here. So you can go ahead and laugh at mine and Jimbo's picks as we just make the worst picks in the history of NFL football picks. Again, Sundays, we're going to go ahead and do our live streams. We usually do 1 and 1 o'clocks, and we always do the primetime games, no matter when they are. Thursday, Sunday, and Monday night games are always done here on Stay Tuned Sports. Might be doing a couple more this Sunday. We'll see. So pay attention. Stay tuned for that, as we'll let you know what happens there. Monday, of course, will be Monday Night Football. Tuesday is the countdown, where we tell you who our top 12 NFL power-ranked teams are for both me and Jimbo, as well as our Booty Cheeks 5, the 5 worst teams we feel that there are currently in the NFL. We did a little flashback to that. We went over that a little bit earlier this evening with you guys in the chat, which was kind of cool. So thank you so much for hanging out with us for that. Wednesday is the main show. We missed it this past week. I had a doctor's appointment. It happens. Health happens. You got to do what you got to do. Keep your body healthy. Go see your doctors. But we will be back this following Wednesday for the main show, the flagship show, Stay Tuned Sports, the podcast, the main one. And then we start it all over again on Thursday, where we go ahead and we'll do Thursday Night Football with you guys again. So here we go. 3:02 remaining. Texans down to 2 timeouts, as are the Jets. 3rd and 3. Jets looking to convert to keep the clock moving and to keep possession and get a fresh set of downs. The Texans desperately trying to get a punt out of the Jets to get the ball back with a little bit of time left, in which they would be able to maybe get a touchdown drive going, as they are down 4 points. So here we go. Aaron Rodgers sends his team to the line as he is in shotgun. Breece Hall to his left. He takes the snap, back, looks, throws, and that's going to be caught wide open. Devontae Adams, touchdown, Jets. And ladies and gentlemen, that might be game. Oh, I didn't even have the Jets possession up there. That's my fault. I was going to go there. Either way, touchdown, New York Jets. Emerald, also known as Pedro Punts, in the chat, letting us know that the Texans are out-jetsing the Jets. And indeed, some people might be saying that and wondering what's going on here. Again, I was never 100% sold on these Texans. They never felt like a 6-2 team. They didn't feel like a 5-2 or 5-1 team. Like, they never felt like that kind of team to me. And it's showing right now, as they are now down 11 points with 2:56 remaining here in the fourth quarter, as the extra point is good, and the Jets now have that 21-10 lead on the Texans. And again, if Joe Flacco played last week, the Texans wouldn't have won that game either. So this is what you're talking about. The Texans, I think, are 6-2. By sheer luck. The way they have played, they have not looked that great. They haven't looked great all year. And when they've looked bad, they've looked really bad. If you remember the Minnesota game, they didn't look really great in that game either. And again, I'm not saying the Jets have been great either. Clearly they haven't been. But if you're letting the Jets do this to you, after they were jetsing, as Pedro says in the chat, they were jetsing it pretty hard in the first half. I mean, if that Jets Malachi, the receiver, doesn't drop the ball before he reaches the goal line, this game is 28-10. And this game is a full-on blowout at that point. So, if the Jets didn't Jets that, this game isn't just that it's, this game could be way out of control. And it's already kind of out of control now, too, because you talk about it's 11 points. You got 2:56 left. You got 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. You got to get 2 touchdowns here. Or you can get a touchdown and 2-point conversion and then try to get for a field goal. But you got to get there first. You got to get there first. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But here we go. The Texans are going to try to work their way down the field. They got to do it quickly. They don't have much time, and they only have 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning, but you're running out of time. So here they go from the 30-yard line. Stroud back to throw. He looks, throws deep down the field. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up here for the Texans. So, here we go. 2nd and 10, 2:42 remaining on the clock here. Play clock down to 1, and the Texans get it off. CJ Stroud breaks the pocket, rolls out to his left, throws deep down the field. Incomplete. 3rd and 10, 2:33 remaining on the clock. Schultz was the intended receiver on that play. So here we go. 3rd and 10, 2:33. Play clock down to 0. They do not snap it. Are they going to have to use a timeout, or are they going to take the 5 yards? Those timeouts are sacred. What's the call? They're going to take the 5 yards. You can't use the timeout. You can't. You need those. You need them. So up to 14 flags now. Third and 15 now after the penalty. From the 25, CJ Stroud back in the pocket, looks, throws. It's going to be complete, but only back to the original line of scrimmage. Clock is running. 4th down and 10 coming up for the Texans. 2:19, 2:18, 2:17 remaining. Texans line up. They have to go for it. They're calling it a 4th and 9, but it's barely. It's a very long 9. Stroud back, takes the snap. He's going to step up, looks, throws, incomplete. Nobody, and a late flag comes in. Oh, saved by the flag are the Texans. Like you knew it was always going to happen. They're going to call pass interference. Automatic 1st down. Let's see how bad. You got there early and knocked them down. Can't do it. Can't do it. And the thing is, it wasn't even really coming anywhere near it. Like, it was kind of overthrown for Dell's short ass. And you could, like, that was just bad. And that's a Jets play. That's a Jets move. So with 2:01 remaining, now from the 43-yard line, of their own 43-yard line, CJ Stroud in the pocket, looks, throws down the field. That's going to be caught and out of bounds. Anyway, it was a 2-minute warning anyway. But that's going to be at the Jets' 35-yard line. They're talking about, the refs are talking about it. And now they say incomplete. They say he did not come down with the catch in bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 10 when we come back from the 2-minute warning. Incomplete pass to the sideline. Let's see. He catches the pass. 1, and then the foot's out. Yeah. Toe's out. There's 1, and there's 2, and the toe's out. That's a toe. You need a toe, I can get you a toe. Talk to Isaiah Likely about a toe. Wear dark color shoes next time. So here we go. We are at the 2-minute warning here on this, what has been, for the most part, a very hard game to watch. Fourth quarter's been interesting. There's been a little bit more action. Jets have actually done some good things, which is surprising. Texans have, again, not played well, but they've not played well for a lot of games here. And again, like I keep on bringing up, they should have lost last week. If Flacco won last week, if Flacco was in last week, the Colts would have won. And then you're talking about a real interesting situation. What happens there? Because the Texans, with that game, and that's what I mean. I think that's what killed Anthony Richardson and killed his career, because he's not going to start again in the NFL. I don't think. Once you're in a game, a division game, a very important game, where you have a chance to go ahead and beat the team that already beat you in week 1, but you can win this game. You're the only 2 teams in the AFC South that are worth a goddamn. And if you win that game, you're tied with the Texans when it comes to record. You're able to go ahead. Like, there's so much riding on that game. And you tap out of the game. Oh, I gotta come out. Are you like? There's so many things wrong there, and that's what I mean. If he won, if Flacco was in there, the Colts would have won, and then we're talking about a whole different scenario here in the NFL, at least in the AFC South. And so again, the Texans have had a couple weeks here where, again, if the Bills had any sense of clock management, they win that game against the Texans earlier in the year. I mean, the Texans have a lot of games where they escaped by the skin of their ass. And here's another one where they're playing a team that is ostensibly worse than they are, and they are struggling mightily. 2nd and 10, incomplete pass here from CJ Stroud. 3rd and 10 now coming up. Tank Dell was the intended receiver there. 1:49 remaining here. Texans, they need big yardage, they need quick yardage, and they need it now. Can the Jets hold on in this game? They're up 11 with 1:49. 3rd and 10 for the Texans from their own 43-yard line. CJ Stroud in the backfield. Steps back. He's looking to throw. Gets some pressure from the line. Throws. It's going to be complete to Schultz, but he's going to be about 2 yards short of the first down and in bounds. Clock is running. 4th down and 2. 1:30, 1:29, 1:28 remaining. The snap. CJ Stroud back. Looks. He's going to pull it down and run himself to the 40, to the 30, to the 25, down to the 24-yard line until he goes out of bounds. 1:20 remaining now in the quarter. A fresh set of downs for the Texans deep inside Jets territory after that massive run from CJ Stroud. As the Jets defense had everybody back looking for a pass, left nothing but wide open plastic for CJ Stroud to run right through and gain massive amounts of yardage. So here we are from the 24-yard line of the Jets now. 1st and 10. 1:20 remaining in the 4th quarter. CJ Stroud takes a snap, back, looks, throws over the middle. Incomplete. Stover was the intended receiver. That took 3 seconds off the clock. 1:17 remaining now in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10. Sauce Gardner on the coverage. Play clock down to 7, down to 6. We are under 5 on the play clock. CJ Stroud takes the snap, back. Might be a flag for holding. I don't see anything on there on the Texans side, but indeed no flag for holding on the offensive line, but it is an incomplete pass. 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Texans. Ogunbowale was apparently the intended receiver, but that was very overthrown by CJ Stroud. 3rd and 10. 1:11 remaining in the game. Aaron Rodgers looking very stoic on the sideline, perhaps thinking about some deep philosophy about something he saw when he was on ayahuasca. Or maybe he's thinking about Joe Rogan again. I have no idea. But it is 3rd and 10. CJ Stroud back, takes the snap, throws over the middle. It's going to be caught. Tank Dell. Nope, that's not Tank Dell. That's Woods. It was a 2, not a 3. That's why I hate that new Texans fucking number font. It's terrible. But it's a 1st and 10. 1:05 left. Fresh set of downs here for the Texans. Play, 58 yards on this drive so far. They've taken 1:51 off the clock, but they're running out of time. From the 12. Stroud and shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. Mills on the coverage. Xavier Hutchinson was the intended receiver. So 1 minute remaining now in the game. 2nd and 10 for the Texans. Play clock under 7. Snap is away. CJ Stroud back to throw. Can't find anybody. He's scrambling. He goes to his right. He's going to pull it down and run it himself. Runs out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. But we have a flag down. Looks like it's going to be against the Jets. They're going to say holding on the Jets. On Gardner, who's kind of known for that. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down, and it'll be 1st and goal. He's kind of hugging Hutchinson there a little bit. And listen, once you get the arm around them, hugging them like that, whether you're actually grabbing the jersey or not, the refs are going to throw. I mean, they're going to throw that flag all day. If it looks like you're hugging somebody, whether or not you're pulling the jersey, you're going to get a call. So 1st and goal from the, where the fuck even are they? From just outside the 3-yard line. CJ Stroud back to throw. There is some holding happening on that offensive line. Incomplete pass. No flag thrown for holding on that offensive line, which is fucking crazy. That's the 2nd massive holding call that I saw. And now Sauce Gardner is down in the end zone. .47 seconds remaining in the game. 2nd and goal coming up here for the Texans. Not sure what happened there, but as we're looking at the replay, I didn't see anything really super bad happen with the ankle. But either way, 2nd and goal now coming up here for the Texans. Stroud has an empty backfield. He's in shotgun. 47 seconds left. He takes the snap. And he's going to get sacked. And the Texans will take their 2nd timeout. The Jets had to take a timeout, obviously, because of the Sauce Gardner injury. Sorry about that. They get that out of there. But the Texans are going to have to take their 2nd timeout now. So they are, again, running out of time, running out of timeouts here. Crafty Southpaw in the chat says Texans are a big fish in a small pond. I don't even know if they're that. Like I said, if the Colts had started Flacco in the last game, I think the Colts win that game. And then considering how things are going here, like the Colts are right there with the Texans. Like the Texans are not amazing. You know, they're not a world like they're 6-2. I don't know, but again, I think they feel more like a 3-3 team. They really do, to me. Anyway, Fairbairn, they're going to kick the field goal now. Kick is up, and it is good. So now they are down 8 points. Which again, if Fairbairn had made the field goal before, you're talking about it becomes a lot better. You're down 5 points at 16-21. Then it's still a better situation than what you are. But here we go. They're going to have to go for the onside kick here, are the Texans. And this is the game. Crafty Southworth says, they're a moderately sized fish in a small pond then. All right. I get it. I like that. Crafty Southworth saying that Stroud is repeating his New Jersey meltdown from last year. Again, he hasn't played well. The Texans themselves as a whole haven't played well all year. And I think there's been a lot to cover that up, and I think they've had a lot of hype to them, and a lot of people had great expectations for them this year, so they've kind of wanted to kind of push the narrative. And again, the record is what it is. And in the NFL, you are what your record says you are. You're 6-2, even though you don't feel that way, or I don't think they felt that way. You are what your record says you are. So they are 6-2, but they're about to be 6-3, unless a miracle happens here. And the Jets recover the onside kick, and that is gonna end the game, as the Jets can just kneel her out now. And the New York Jets are going to win tonight against the Houston Texans. 21-13 will be the final score here. Unbelievable, as Jeff Ulbrich will get his first win as Jets interim coach. The Jets break their 5-game losing streak as they will improve to 3-6. Their remaining schedule coming up here is against Arizona they have next week, then Indianapolis, then they get their bye. Then they follow that up with Seattle, Miami, Jacksonville, the Rams. So they have some games up there. There's the kneel down. And the Texans will not take their final timeout. And that will end the game. The sideline's empty. They shake hands across the field. The New York Jets. Go fucking figure. Especially where the game was going. And they had a touchdown that was called back because they dropped the fucking pass before he got to the end zone, which, by the way, that son of a bitch. Malachi? What the hell was his last name? I'll not forget you, buddy. I'm not going to forget you. Where are you? Malachi Corley. You're still going to be cut tomorrow. Like, that's still happening. Let's face facts. You can't be on an NFL team if you do that. But the Jets overcome that. They overcome a very bad first half where the crowd was chanting "Sell the team" to Woody Johnson. They were booing vociferously. It was very loud and very angry there at MetLife. But at the end of the day, the Jets, with the victory over the Texans drop to 6-3. The Jets improved to 3-6. And now the Colts starting Flacco on Sunday night against the Vikings, which you can watch right here Sunday night on Stay Tuned Sports with me. Well, you can watch along with me. You can't watch the game here. We don't broadcast the game, but we do the play-by-play and reactions, so you can sync it along and watch it along with us. But that game now has a lot more importance to the Colts, as again they have to win and have at least a game in hand. They have to get a game in hand on the Texans, as the Texans have the full tiebreaker on them since they were able to sweep the Colts this year. But the Colts ain't dead. The Colts are not dead in the AFC South. So that adds a nice little extra layer of juiciness to Sunday night. And we'll see. Hey, listen, the people of New York needed this. The people of New York, New Jersey, the New York metropolitan area, the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, tri-state area, however you want to call it. The sports fans here needed this after the Giants kind of got screwed on Monday night, after the Yankees utterly collapsed last night The Mets not doing well, obviously, in the NLCS against the Dodgers, too. The Dodgers just fucking up New York. Just a lot of not great or good things happening in the New York sports world. There's something. At least there's something now for you. The Jets may not make the playoffs, may not do anything great this year, but they got to win on a Thursday night against the Texans on Halloween. But that's going to do it for us here at Stay Tuned Sports. Again, my name is King. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you had a fantastic Halloween. I hope you had a fantastic time hanging out with us, watching this slog of a game. The fourth quarter was at least a little entertaining. The rest of the game, god damn it, what a fucking piece of shit game this was. But thank you for watching along with us anyway. Again, if you like what you watch, please give us a like, share us around, subscribe, hit that subscribe button. And if you're not already, it helps us out tremendously. If you want to help us out a little bit more directly, we have the links for our donation station and our merch store in the description below. 2 of those links are right down there, as well for our Discord as well. If you want to come in there, join, make that place a little bit rowdy. Again, it's kind of brand new, so not a lot going on in there, but it would be fantastic if you would join us. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on this Thursday night. We'll see you tomorrow for the Friday forecast and our picks and predictions for this upcoming Week 9. Until then, my name is King. This has been Stay Tuned Sports. Everybody have a happy Halloween. See you in November.